Alright, so last time you guys had made your way down Havia Way and gotten some rooms at the Shouting Cup and decided to split about and take care of some personal matters. One of whom was Twidget, who wandered off into the large trading port alone and unaccompanied. As is his wont, he immediately found himself in some trouble with some lizardmen snatchers who attempted to abduct Twidget. This went, while successful, it was a rather Pyrrhic victory, as 5 of the 6 assailants were assassinated by Twidget.
Would have got them all if it weren't for that fucking last one.
Yeah, that last one, they got lucky. So they dragged Twidget's ass over to a ship flagged from I suppose I should open that map. Flagged from the Vudaborg clans and captained by a lizardman called Loding. You guys conducted an amphibious assault upon the ship and left none of the crew alive. However, in the fight, Twidget and 4 other kidnapped children were brutally slain by the crew before you could stop them. The remaining 16 children basically immediately fled as soon as you opened the prison doors. They ran off down the gangplank, past the guards that are now making their way up the gangplank, and off into the city, disappearing forever.
Were they then immediately abducted by a different group of pirates. The boat right next to this one.
That would be easier just to use a big net.
Yeah, so you're standing there on the ship, knee deep in viscera. And that captain from the guard kind of just comes strolling onto the ship like he's got nothing to worry about.
One lost lunch later.
And he yells about, and you guys would hear this because you're down below in the deck. This is the Havian Guard. There appears to have been a disturbance on this ship. Would the current commander of the vessel please come talk to me?
Duodecius will step up.
Ah, wonderful. It would seem you appear to have your boat appears to have been boarded by pirates while in dock.
Indeed. A troubling issue. Fortunately, the pirates are no longer a problem.
Well, that's just wonderful. Do bear in mind, city laws are such that you cannot dump the bodies in town. You have to dump them either in the harbor or out to sea. We don't want them.
Excellent. I shall keep this in mind.
Wonderful, wonderful. Well, I suppose we can close the book on this particular group of child kidnappers then.
Yep. They're all dead. Not the kids.
Yes, I saw the screaming ankle biters as we approached the ship. Of course, I could suppose some of them could have been disguised. You know, pirates that were just smaller and threw on some rags and ran down screaming like a child.
No, I personally liberated the entire hold. Those were all actually kids. Right under, they weren't like changelings.
No one turned into tofu when you killed them.
Okay. I had to be certain.
Well, I did promise a reward. And so here you go. And he hands over a rolled up piece of parchment and a small sack of what jingling sounds to be like coins.
Most excellent. Thank you.
Of course. He looks around. You might want to like hose the deck off or something, before you bring like people on board after this.
Under, what's the deck look like?
There's some rather large blood pools, from the dead captain and a couple other dead guys on deck. It looks like you took the ship in like a violent boarding action.
Oh yeah, we wouldn't want to have that misunderstanding. After all, it was the pirates that failed to lead a successful boarding action.
Of course.
Oh, thank you. You said it was a captain, right, Under?
Yeah.
Thank you, Captain. Is there anything else I can help you with, or?
No. We're, like I said, this has been a case been bugging us for a bit, and we're just happy that there were some adventurous types that were able to deal with it.
Yep. Happy to do so. Yeah, so I guess under whenever the pleasantries are taken care of, I'll take a look at what that paper says.
Okay. It appears to be official registration for the Fuzzy Wibble, which is the ship you're on.
Awesome.
And also a bill for its docking fees.
How much?
It is apparently 10 gold.
What, per day?
No, that's what's accumulated so far.
Oh, they were
it's like it's one gold a day.
Okay, so they've been what is it, an 8-day in this world?
It is 8 days per week, yes.
Goddamn world builders and their uneven weeks.
That's why I did 10.
No, that's wrong too. It should be 7.
My weeks are 11.
Fuck you.
No, mine aren't.
Well, I did it that way,
we're
Pete.
Just not gonna have weeks.
No, Pete. I did it that way because that way there are 8 days in a week. There are 4 weeks in a month, which means every month is 32 days, and every year is 256 days.
Mm.
Like it makes for a much nicer mathematical calendar.
Oh, I just did 10 for 10.
No, all of my times are divisible by 8. Because there are 8 months in the year, 8 days in a week.
No, in my original setting, there's going to be no weeks and no months, only seasons that go up to like 90 days or however much it is. And instead of having a unified weekend, everyone just works odd schedules that don't all line up.
Oh yeah, well, I'm gonna destroy calendars. No calendars. Time measurement doesn't exist. Fuck you.
Hell yeah. Down with the tyranny of clocks.
My calendar is actually kind of goofy.
Sorry, I think we were doing something before I went
Yeah,
off on a tangent.
we were.
We were
All
discussing the accumulated dock fees being over a week of stay.
Yeah. All right. Wait, Pete, Mr. Swag, you guys gonna update your names?
Oh yeah, I could do that.
Because we got a little list of things we got to get done here.
Oh yeah. Oh well, we got to res Twidget.
Yeah, we're gonna have to res Twidget and the 4 dead kids.
Our new band.
Hmm.
Our new band.
Indeed.
Twidget and the 4 dead kids.
I think Twidget does play an instrument. No, he plays the thieves' tools. It's my only tool proficiency.
He plays he plays an instrument. It's an MP4. All right. Yes, we'll have to get to Twidget. The kids raised. We'll have to pay this docking fee, and then we're gonna have to go for a little. We're gonna have to dispose the bot.
By dumping them in the
Underdark,
harbor.
are eating lizard people? Is that cannibalism?
It's looked down upon.
But I'm sure the
They're
right person
humanoids.
might know somebody that would buy the lizard meat.
I'm just thinking a way to process them down to the hold. Whoa. When you say look down upon, like, what do you mean?
Well, generally, most people have kind of an ick factor of eating something that can talk. Like that's like sentient and human level intelligence.
Is it evil?
Not like per se. Like eating generally good aligned things would generally be considered evil, but lizard folk aren't that, so I don't know.
Look, I can tell you my dad would do it, but I would never. Never forget, there's a guy in charge of a whole country who eats people.
Well, yeah, we'll also have to deal with these bodies somehow. Do we want to deal with the bodies first or later?
Should be easy enough. Just dump them in the harbor.
Well, we were explicitly told not to.
No, we said we could.
He said dump them in the ocean or in the harbor.
Yeah,
Just don't bring them into town.
yeah, that's what he said.
Oh,
They just don't want to have to bury them. They don't mind them sitting in the harbor.
Is there a rowboat?
So are we're throwing these bodies in the ocean? Are getting rid of them? You said.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're giving them a mass burial at sea.
I mean, if they're no good anyway.
Wait, mister, are you bringing in a new character or are you getting rezzed?
No, I'm still the same one.
What was your name?
The artificer.
What was your character's name?
Okay, hang on, let me rename him.
Ah, okay. Galen's not dead. Excellent. Is Eric dead?
no, it's just
I
myself
am
and the kids.
I am unconscious for 2 hours.
Right. What time of day is it under?
It's a little bit after midday.
Like,
All right. Galen, let's not get up to anything weird at port.
okay.
Wait. What were we planning on doing?
Never mind.
No. What were we planning on doing?
Are there any paladins in the party? Because it's considered desecration of a body. But
What? No, it ain't. But what are you trying to do?
I mean, we can. They don't all have to go to waste. We don't have to just throw the body.
Yes. What are you going to do?
Quit beating around the bush before I beat you with
A
it.
lot of things I can do. I can use them for parts. I can, fillet some of it. I can, there's a lot of things we can do.
If you're talking about eating them, that's out of the question.
What?
They're unclean. They're not
Yeah.
kosher. We're not eating them. Lizard folk are not haram. What's another
No,
dietary
lizard folk are haram.
law? Are they? Really? They're just not kosher?
Well, no, haram means you can't eat it.
Oh, they are haram. Okay. They're haram and not kosher.
If you could eat it, they would be halal.
That's what it was.
fine. Then I will not do anything nefarious to the corpses.
All right, be so kind as to dispose of them in that harbor.
Don't forget to loot. We haven't
Oh.
looted yet.
Oh, we haven't looted. Of course. Thank you, Ghost of Twidget. We would like to
Well,
begin pilfering the bodies.
You think you're
starting
going
with the
crazy
wizard.
because there's two of them. There's a little one on your left shoulder and a little one on your right shoulder.
Ah, excellent. And then Null is on my head.
It's too many.
All right, yes. We shall begin looting their corpses, starting with the wizard.
Okay. So, you begin looting the bodies, beginning with the wizard. Do you just want to bulk them out for what everyone had?
Yeah, just bulk it out.
Okay.
Copy paste that text. Makes the distribution easier. All right, guys, don't forget to hold your Alt keys down so we can see little message pop-ups telling us where the loot is.
You are over encumbered and can't move.
Fortunately, we have a ship to haul cargo around with now.
Yeah.
Yeah, after we loot the bodies, we'll be...
Can't believe we got that out of this.
Actually, you know what? No, we'll save doing the full investigation of the ship until after we get Twidget back.
Oh yeah.
After all, I'm certain he'd like to, leave his mark.
Well, hell, why not do both at once? Someone should watch the ship while you go get him rezzed anyway, which I'll happily do.
You'll keep an eye on the ship?
Yeah, and also find out what's in it.
Excellent. Thank you, Squash.
Mm.
Duodecius will gather up the children's bodies and Twidget and go to the church. We'll handle that though once we're done looking at this loot table. Interesting. That triggered the bot.
Apparently.
So
Yeah, that's
let's
why I
see.
wanted Hayes to remove that.
Hey, that's
Not a bad
that's
roll.
pretty good. That's pretty good result.
Yeah. 2 successes.
All right.
With,
I'll run an
advantage.
identify ritual on the black cloak and the longsword.
Okay. So
Well,
you begin
yeah,
doing
just hope it counts.
identify rituals. So the cloak is a cloak of the manta ray.
Does that like give you a swim speed?
Cloak of the Manta Ray gives you a 60-foot swimming speed. And you can breathe underwater.
Give that to Squash.
Call dibs.
Hold on. Hold on. Let the wizard finish. And the sword?
And Discord was fighting me. And the sword that is apparent. I wrote down a reference to it, and that is apparently the wrong reference. Give me a moment.
It's Scather! The sword of answering. Mister, you're an artificer. You already get magic items.
I mean, that doesn't mean I don't want more. What the fuck?
We're not having a repeat of Gilbert, where he had all the cool magic items and everyone else had nothing.
I mean, this character actually likes magic items, hence Artificer.
Interesting.
I can't. Ooh, a dancing longsword. Oh, that's a hell of a wizard weapon.
A wizard weapon? What?
I mean, the flying sword.
Flying sword, you say?
Yeah, dancing longsword.
Yeah.
Swords in the bag.
Manta ray.
Yo, Eric, look at this stuff, and we can determine how that's going to be
Yeah?
split up.
He brought a rogue in.
I know. I don't know if it's going to be applicable for him.
Not
I can
really.
use that.
I mean, the cloak of the
I'm
manta
just
ray
happy
is
with
kind
the
of just a
fireball.
general all-rounder. Anybody can take it. But the
Yeah, it's a
dancing
general-
longsword
yeah,
you'd want to
the-
give
the
to somebody
sword-
who's not in melee.
The sword is for a non-melee character, like like a wizard or something, to use. Or not maybe a wizard, maybe a.
In all reality, Gilbert, your
Bard.
character is the best one to take the sword. Because we
Wait,
have
what?
two frontliners, and I don't really need a ranged magic weapon. Because I can't do sneak attacks with it half the time.
Yeah, but
Because I
I'm in
can't
heavy
aim that.
armor and attack with Thunder Gauntlet, so I'm situated myself to.
Yeah.
No, what you
And
really
then-
should give
I
it
mean,
to
I
is
could switch to Infiltrator armor, my armor style, and use the sword. Then I could do that.
No, you should give it to the wizard because they're not usually doing anything with their bonus action.
It's a free use bonus action. Doesn't require a concentration slot. Just an attunement slot.
Okay.
Like, I would use it, except I already have a weapon and I already have other things that I need my bonus action for.
I'll take the longsword.
Yeah, but you already have other things you need your bonus
Yeah,
action
well,
for.
again, back to the thing that you're an artificer. Duodecius really doesn't have much going on for him. It's a good bonus action slot fill for him.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks like I'll take the long sword, and then who do we want to give the manta ray cloak to?
Actually, the rogue. The other rogue.
Do we have a rogue? You haven't brought your rogue in yet.
I'm still here, and Eric brought in a rogue. Party
Oh.
has 2 rogues in it.
Oh, we have 2 rogues now.
Yeah, give it to someone sneaky.
We can lose.
Yeah, the
just
swim
2
speed is
like
beneficial.
2. Yeah, well, depends on which character.
The rogue. That's why I opted to say Eric.
I'll take it.
Yeah, I can see that. All right, dancing.
I
And
can
that's
go
not the
with that,
dancing.
I'll get on board with that. Yeah.
I feel the
Yeah.
need to point out the guy wearing this was a lizard folk, which means he already had a swim speed and could hold his breath for up to 15 minutes. He did not need that.
Well, remember how I mentioned
Yeah.
that the wizard had like that tall cloak that he kept the hood up on the whole time? That's his
That was-
cloak.
Actually, I suppose it gives you a swimming speed of, what, 60 feet?
Yeah.
Yeah, versus 30.
Yeah, so that is better.
That's why he wouldn't zoom when he was laughing when you pulled him into the water.
I
All right.
mean, I already knew he was a lizard folk.
All right, dancing longsword. Ooh. Ooh, a map? Oh, I fucking love maps.
Hell yeah, of course pirates would have that.
All right. All right. So we've split up that primary pile. Who wants a pirate hat?
I'm unconscious. Well, I'm dead.
Okay,
Give
we'll
it to
hold
Twidget.
we'll hold the pirate hat for Twidget.
Let's put it on his head, he'll wake up with it.
All right, I'll pick up that spell book. Under what's he got in that spell book?
Ah, the spellbook. One moment. Copy paste.
I thought Pete was looting and you were bringing the bodies to get resurrected.
No, I'm having a look over the ship once we're done with all this. I'm not.
Yeah,
looting.
we're looting the corpses, handling that. Then I go to do the rezzing while he inspects the hold.
Yes.
Well, you'll have several child-sized cages to sell. Oh, Witch Bolt, nice.
Witch Bolt is good under one build.
I know, that's why I was saying that, because you don't have that build.
Oh, is there a name on this book?
No.
M.
All right, bitch ass pirate book. Oh, and under one other thing.
Mhm.
What is Rovum law regarding piracy?
Pirates are universal enemies. I forget the Latin for it offhand. But basically, if you are a pirate, if you attempt to commit piracy, you are automatically considered an outlaw, and therefore have no legal standing. Basically, you can do whatever you want to them.
I mean,
Interesting.
that's if they find out you're a pirate, right?
Right,
I mean,
yeah.
if you're
Persona
not
non
a
grata.
pirate, they don't know you're a pirate.
Yeah, like that's after, like, in theory, you know, if someone gets tried, they'd have to, like, gets captured, they would have to then be, like, tried and, like, convicted of being a pirate.
And hanged
But
by the neck until
if you're on a boat and pirates board your ship, there are no restrictions on your use of force against them.
God, this explains so much about the Septimi. All right.
Is that not also true in the real world?
Um,
I'm not super familiar with like international maritime law.
so pirates in the real world are considered enemies of all mankind. There is a Latin phrase for it. I just can't remember it offhand. Where basically, yeah, it is. It's less, however, that everybody can shoot a pirate so much as all countries have jurisdiction to try a pirate for piracy. It doesn't matter if they didn't even prey on their ships. If they are a pirate, like if you catch a pirate in international water, like if you're an American ship, you catch pirates in international waters boarding a Dutch ship. International law is such that you can.
Hostis humani generis.
No, it's not that.
Not that?
I don't think so, but it might be. Whatever. I thought it was only 2 words, so what I'm remembering. Anyway, but you know, the American ship under that stricture has jurisdiction to not only intervene, but to then capture and take the pirates back to the United States to face trial and execution for piracy. Now, that
So-
being said, you're still generally considered, you're not allowed to do things that would be considered a crime against humanity to them. You know, in modern times, you're not allowed to, like, for instance, maim and torture or experiment upon pirates.
The generis and humani can get switched back and forth depending on the translation, but those are all enemy of all humanity, enemy of all mankind. That's the translation.
Oh, they can all get switched around. Latin doesn't have any kind of like
Yeah.
linear sentence structure.
So then, from the kind of medieval law standpoint here, then these guys would be excluded from the kind of codes of conduct in war regarding like not attacking churches and that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
The medieval period had significantly looser rules of war. There were more like certain you know, you can't play war here kind of rules, but okay.
But there were rules that had to be obeyed against like enemy combatants of another state. Well, not state because there were no states yet.
Yeah, actually,
But you know what
I
I mean.
was wrong. Ruffles was right. Ostis Umani Generis
Generis.
is
South
the Latin
Vietnam.
phrase I was thinking.
Awesome.
Yeah, once you said that, I was like, okay, I guess I'll Google it, but I'm pretty sure my Latin is not that bad.
Yep. I shall take the bodies of Twidget and the kids.
I could have sworn it was
Sure.
something like Hostis Horribilis or something like that, but whatever.
Excommunicata Tritoris.
It doesn't matter.
Horus would be death. Enemy of death?
Omnis
No.
Traductor Traditor.
I said Tritoris. 40k and it's faux Latin.
Oh, no, what undersaid.
Ah.
You sure you're not thinking of Ursus Horribilis?
Maybe.
Yeah, I'm not sure. So,
Anyway. Way any.
Way any.
Indeed. All right. I guess then we'll have Pete check the hold, and I will get the kids revived.
Yep, I do that.
Okay. The hold is mostly empty. It has provisions and the like in it, but nothing of significant value.
Okay.
And ballast is just rocks. This ship does not have a bunghole in the middle of the bottom of the keel, though.
Well,
That might be the only time I've
some
ever heard
deviations.
the word bunghole used to mean what it actually means.
Why do we always deal with slave ships in this campaign setting?
Because they're really convenient enemies that no one is going to bat the slightest eye at. Underdark can just kind of put it in the game and not need to worry about us spending half a session quibbling over the ethics of should we or shouldn't we attack.
And also, there's large, oceans in this world, so most of the slave trade is done via ships.
And we get to have the satisfaction of vicious, bloody boarding actions and being completely morally justified. But how much is the resurrection's going to cost? The raised dead's going to cost?
Okay, yeah, raised dead. That's 5th level spell. He is significantly higher than 9th level. Hold on. I have to do math real quick. Because I don't think the dice bot has a power function.
And does he have lower acolytes we can use?
No, it does.
No,
Oh,
it
no, it
doesn't.
doesn't.
We both did the exact same thing. Ah, yes, 2 to the power of 2. That's 2.
Nope. All right.
Yeah. All right. So, yeah, they don't have, a lot of people that can cast Raise Dead. Oh, I see what you did.
It's like all the asterisks make it all italicized. It's like when Siri reads shit funny. Two
times 2.
Yeah, so it's going to cost 1,723 gold pieces per Raise Dead.
Sorry, what was that number?
1723.
Total 5 people?
No, that was one person.
I mean, how many total people?
There are 4 kids and Twidget.
Oh, okay. That's doable. 8,615.
You don't gotta fucking raise all the kids.
Well, someone has to.
Why?
Wait, raise the ones that have nicer clothing. Because those are probably the ones that are going to be missed.
The ones we can auction. Give back to their families for a small donation.
Well, you're spending the money.
You cut out there, Gilbert. Say again.
Oh, I said I'm spending the money. It is the right thing to do.
You know what they say. Takes a diamond to raise a child. That's what they say in this world, presumably.
Except in this case, they mean it literally.
Yeah. Well, I don't know what other way they would mean it.
Oh yeah, that's right. That was just the spellcasting. That wasn't the material component.
Oh.
So that's another 500 gold per casting.
Okay, 11, 11, 5. It hurts a bit more, but doing the right thing.
Don't strain yourself.
You won't civilian casualties me out of doing the right thing. But yeah. Raise the dead.
Okay.
What's the benefit for us?
All right. Well, you cart over the 5 children's bodies to the Aethazael. I swear to God, I had a name for the priest there, but apparently not.
Ah, this must be Gregor, or maybe Lester, one of the two.
Well, yeah, the head priest there, he farms you off to a couple of his acolytes who are high enough level to cast Raise Dead. There's like 2 of them.
They're not as high level caster as he is.
Correct.
Redo the
This must be
math.
Gregor Restoration.
I did redo the math.
God damn it, Undo.
That was
But
the
I'm not
cheap
gonna complain
version.
about a discount, but thank you. Also, curse you.
Yeah. So you raise the kids and Twidget.
What's the cost?
11,115.
Was that accounting for being pawned off on the lower level acolytes who would
Yeah.
be thus less costly?
Yeah. 1,723 is the cost to have a 10th level cleric cast Raise Dead.
Okay. I wasn't certain if the original calculation was done with the, highest level spellcaster or the ones that actually did the service.
No. To have the head priest cast Raise Dead would cost 2,937 gold. Each.
My appendix just detonated.
So the math just always feels weird for me that a higher level caster casting a lower level spell costs more than a lower level caster that's using their higher
Because he
level spell
values his
slots.
time more.
It would be like well, frankly, if I tried getting Underdark to do a significantly lower you know, job than his maximum ability.
No, it's like trying to hire like the best lawyer money can buy to get you out of a parking ticket. They'll take the case, but they're going to expect the same payment. Maybe.
Yeah, that makes sense. It's like a lawyer or an actor. Doesn't matter the even if the part they play was a bit part, they get paid a certain amount having to do with like their publicity and time in Hollywood and roles and shit. There's a weird formula for how that used to work.
Yeah, it's like how Guinan couldn't show up more often because Whoopi Goldberg was too expensive.
Mm-hmm. You actually start seeing that with with Star Trek: The Original Series was also like that, where some of the actors were getting more and more expensive. That's
Anyway,
why the animated series, when they were cutting costs, that they had.
So you guys go to the Aetherzeal, get the kids raised, along with Twidget. There's no problems there. 3 of the kids immediately run off. The other kid, he looks at you a bit cross-eyed, looks at Twidget, looks at you guys, and then he says, "Hey, yeah, I probably got fired from my job. Been away too long. You guys need, like, I don't know, I can carry your shit for you. Need a porter?"
I think the last thing we need is to be putting children in danger. Besides him.
Hold on.
You're hired.
Under.
Mm-hmm.
Does he draw from our XP pool?
Order, no.
No, the only reason someone would pull from your XP pool is if they're actually going into combat with you. Not just a cabin boy or just somebody who's like hauling your shit around for you.
Awesome, I
So
love paper.
this is like half of the aristocrat background. Or the noble background, rather.
Well, I think it's a third of it.
Oh yeah, right, you get 3.
Yeah, one third.
Yeah.
And they're a child, so it's like 1/6.
He's hired under.
Yay! Now Hajiki won't find me and turn my skin inside out.
Who?
Hajiki.
Who's Hajiki?
My boss. Well, old boss. He keeps the books.
What's he keep the books for?
Why would a librarian want to turn you inside out?
I don't know. As for Hajiki, he says, "Oh, he like keeps the books for the gambling."
The gambling.
Uh-huh.
Gilbert, we've
He's a
encountered
bookie?
Hajiki before.
Yeah.
He's a bookie. This kid runs numbers for the bookie.
No.
He works for the bookie.
Yeah, I was.
Yeah, running numbers, presumably.
Well, I suppose that I mean he would write numbers on a piece of parchment and have me run it from like tavern to tavern. So yeah, I guess I ran numbers.
And Gilbert, Hajiki is the bookie that we made the bet with about what was going on in the courts in our last campaign.
Ah, okay.
I completely forgot about that detail.
I didn't remember the dude's name. Honestly, I heard the name, I'm like, oh, is this another criminal entity that we could be beating up for
Technically,
cash?
But no. All right, let me pull up. Let's see. Notes. Saturday campaign old.
Oh, and under what's the
Ebbia.
kid's name?
I just had him labeled as Kid 2. Let me get you a name.
Okay, Kid 2.
Kid 2. We shall call him Boy.
Yep. Pete, this is my memory for you. I didn't have to look at my notes, but I remembered the name.
Yeah. Bookie insider info.
Well, if we ever had any inside information on the ongoings in the council chambers, since we were kind of close with them. He asked us to give him a heads up so that he could make money.
Do we cheat him and how?
Yeah, this is... I mean, it's year-old information, and our characters won't have access to all of it, but...
He says his name is Guilmus.
How do you spell that? Gamos. All right. Excellent.
Yeah, this is my notes for Havia.
Allies and organizations. Added. All right. Galmus the Porter has been added.
Great.
But that's outdated information.
All right. I guess with Twidget and Guilmus in tow, we shall return to the ship. Oh, right. And Twidget, here's your sword back.
Sword?
Short sword, the crime scene.
Oh, right. Well, thanks. Where's the rest of my stuff?
Oh, you want that back too?
Which is kind of frowning when he walks around, his feet make noise.
Yeah, okay, here's the rest of your stuff.
Well, you technically haven't found my stuff yet. Underdark hasn't said you found my pack.
It was on the ship. I just didn't type it out because honestly, I thought you guys had just marked all that off already.
Oh no,
No,
I was
never mind.
assuming that was somewhere else on the ship, and that was just the loot from the bodies.
I basically gave them the loot for the whole ship. Like they searched the
gotcha.
ship.
Okay. Then yeah, I'll just wholesale my bag back to me then. Anything missing from it?
Just any money you had.
Okay.
The pirates would have taken that. And just shoved the rest like in the back. Like, yeah, we'll pawn it out when we get somewhere. You know, after they finish, ribbon the one survivor about nearly getting, completely squad wiped by a 10-year-old.
And then the rest of that 10-year-old squad showed up.
I'm gonna change Twitch's age.
Oh, how old is he now?
10.
Twidget, you look shorter.
Twidget's never going to win the Pokemon League at this rate.
He just got 2 years younger. But then it's lore accurate. Anyway.
10 for 25 years.
Surprisingly strong for that kid, too. You watch the videos of people comparing the different weights of Pokemon he holds up and stuff, and then trying to hold that much weight up with that particular pose.
That's
fucking
because he's actually
hilarious.
35.
Well, no, like, these are, like, adult people that go to gyms and work out consistently. And
Okay,
the
but
amount of
doesn't-
weight this kid is picking up is ridiculous.
Doesn't Ash also, throw a tree at someone in one episode?
I think it was just a branch.
No, hold on.
But anyway, so, yeah, ship.
I think Underdark's casting confusion on the party. But yeah, to the ship.
Okay. You go back to the Wibble.
Oh yeah, I should probably write that down. I feel like this name is going to be important.
I'm talking about this.
Yeah, he's fucking strong.
Oh, that's supposed to be a GIF. It's not playing properly.
If you copy the link from the webpage that the GIF is on, it should.
I
post the
did. It
GIF.
just doesn't
Oh,
work
it did,
sometimes.
really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Damn, that's a shit.
But yeah, the ship's full name is the Fuzzy Wibble.
All right. Fuzzy Wibble, adding that. Does anyone here not... Actually, we're going to need a...
Oh, it's because it's a fucking animated WebP that Discord doesn't parse properly. Fucking WebP, get out of here.
All right. I guess since we're back on the ship, I'd like to take Twidget and familiarize myself with the captain's quarters and any of the paperwork therein, assuming they had paperwork.
Well, I mean, they did. Like, on the table was that, that scrap of a map. Why don't you go ahead and make an investigation check?
Is Twidget able to assist?
Yeah. So I got -4 for raised dead, right?
Yes. Okay, so you start going through. You do find some ledgers, which would indicate primarily that there was only 2 other counterparties he was dealing with, and given that the unit of measurement was heads, you're pretty sure what they were trading wasn't cattle.
All right. Where were these delivered?
So, one of them is listed as to one Crimson Caruthra.
That's better.
There we go.
And the other
Damn, that's yoked.
That's what I'm saying.
and the other is listed as Admiral Zelani.
Would Duodecius recognize either of these names?
Make a history check.
I will give you guidance.
It's worth noting that the deals with Admiral Zelani seem to be very far between. Most of the deals are with Crimson
I
Caruthra.
actually will help you so you have advantage because I also have proficiency.
Oh, okay. Hold on. Okay, so that's a 23, I guess, under.
All right, so first the easy one. Admiral Zelani is basically the head of the Pirates of Evolia, off to the northeast of the Ravam Remnant.
Oh, I'm familiar.
Now, Crimson Caruthra is a lesser-known pirate, but still a somewhat famous one, who operates on the western side of the Ravam Remnant, just to the northwest of Strifewater Sea, operating out of a small archipelago known as
Penzance.
called the Isle of Dread.
Well, the Isle of Dread is a much cooler name.
Strifewater Sea, Island of Dread. The area north of Kioris.
That's the sea. Northwest of the sea, like due west of the Vudaborg clans, is where the Isle of Dread is.
Just off that peninsula.
Yes.
Odysseus will gather everybody up. Gentlemen, and Twidget, how does acquiring treasure from the halls of pirate ships sound?
That sounds good.
Like a lot of fighting for not worth the take.
Eric? Galen?
How long has it been since?
Huh?
Probably long enough, Eric.
Okay, then sounds fun.
There's been several castings of Ray's Dead in the
I don't know
time
how
since
long
you
that-
became unconscious.
And travel time. Yeah, he's probably awake.
Cool.
Yes, he is.
Well, first you'd have to hire a crew, then you'd have to travel there, and then you'd have to fight them, and then you'd have to hope they have money in their treasury, and then you'd have to sail back with it. Why go through all that trouble for a little bit of treasure that you don't know the entire extent of the quantity of?
Because it's an adventure hook, Ruffles.
You don't have to bite on every hook.
Under, what would it cost to crew this ship?
So this is a sailing ship. You would need 30 crew. Let me pull that up real quick.
Oh, Pete, that's another thing I'm reworking entirely in my my system. That won't be 5e standard.
So assuming
Wages.
assuming you don't need particularly skilled hirelings to do things like navigate, you just need like able seaman type stuff. It would cost 2 silver per day per person. You need 30 of them. If you need someone skilled, like with say navigator's tools, that person will cost 2 gold a day.
All right, so a full crew of 30 people, not including anyone skilled, would be about 6 gold a day.
Yeah, it's the skilled labor that the price goes up dramatically.
Yeah. What's the travel time then between here and Dreadwater?
Let's see.
Literally the other side of the globe.
Yeah,
Ruffles,
let's
that's
see.
not a number.
So that would be about 10,224 miles. That would take you, assuming no stops, 85 days.
Interesting. All right, so the entire unskilled crew would only cost 510 gold to get from here to there.
Yeah, but getting a proper navigator and captain, where's the price is going to go through the roof?
Mm-hmm. Well, I haven't calculated that part yet. Captain and navigator, each
Be
2
about 3
gold a
grand.
day. Yeah, looks about right.
Well, it'd be 3 times what your other crew would be.
Mm-hmm. Question: does anybody here have skill in either of those skills?
No, I'm not a sailor.
Skills?
Yeah, I know you don't, Ruffles. I'm more referring to.
I'm getting at the point that this isn't a venture that our party's built for.
Yes, I know. And I'm also gathering information on what resources we have. What, Pete?
I said no.
All right. Eric, Galen?
I am
Which
proficient
goes-
with damn near all tools, but none of them have to do with the boat.
Okay. Wait, you're proficient in navigator tools?
No, that has to do with a boat. So no.
Actually, that'd be water vehicles, but good to know. What about you, Eric?
No.
What is a
Alright.
water vehicle? A boat.
Mr. Navigation and water vehicles are separate proficiencies. All right. Yeah, currently, yeah, it's a little economically untenable at the moment. Under. I'd like to collate this information and pass it off to the Society of the Spiritual Ribbon.
Okay. You can start putting it all together and, begin trying to meet with your contacts. It'll take about a day or so to handle that and set the drop.
And then I'll send a separate missive of that via the post back home to Ravam. Might as well as let the count know.
Okay. Yeah, you can definitely, post off a letter. It's going to take a while to get there, but you can definitely send one.
All right. And then, where's the contents of this map located?
It's kind of a small scale map. It's are you proficient with navigator's tools?
I'm not.
Okay. Well, then give me a history check.
$15.
You're not sure.
Not even like a ballpark guess of continent based on the naming scheme?
The naming scheme does indicate it's a somewhat tribal area. So, it could be it could be anywhere from the Kudal group, could be the Vepanid dynasty, could be the Vudaborg clans.
Contextual, I'm guessing it's the Vudaborg.
The ship is still flying like the colors of the Vudaborg clans.
Yeah, contextually, it's probably the Vudaborg. Alrighty. Well, this is probably not tenable for now. So what do you guys want to do then? If not this, head back into the dungeon.
What? No, let's put a crew together.
You want to go beat up pirates?
Yes.
Okay. Eric, Galen.
Yes, I
That
agree.
sounds like
I
a
wish
plan to me.
to punch pirates.
Let's do something. I don't know what it is, but we need to do something.
Well, we're trying to decide, Mister. Do we want to go back to the dungeon, or do we want to go beat up pirates?
I'm voting for pirates.
I mean, I'm all for beating up pirates, but do we have the skill sets to go after pirates?
We
Let's
have
hire,
money.
hire a navigator.
Or do we have to hire us a ship?
We literally own the boat. We just need to staff it.
I'd say let's go after some pirates. Fuck it.
Yeah.
All right. I believe that means the vote carries. That cool with you, Ruffles? Ruffles? All right. I guess we'll go kill pirates.
Okay. Ruffles, are you here?
Mm.
So we're just abandoning the dungeon that we with the
Apparently, mister. I don't know, man. I asked you guys what you want to do. You said you don't know. The other two voted pirates.
I mean, okay.
All right. So then. I guess we shall gather up a crew.
All right. Well, that's going to take a couple of persuasion checks to make sure you hire a good crew. Assuming you
Would
want
like
to get
to
a
do
good
service?
crew and not just some random fucks.
Indeed, we might want to have Squash do that. Wait, Squash, you're good with that?
Oh, yeah.
Excellent. Yes.
Yeah, so go ahead and start making persuasion checks.
Is anyone helping me?
I can
Uh,
help.
Wait, Ruffles back. Can you hear us, Ruffles? Is he queuing up for you guys?
No, I don't see him
I
queued
don't
up.
hear. I don't know.
No.
Discord's being all kinds of wonky.
Ah, there you are.
Okay, there we go.
Can you hear us, Ruffles?
Yeah, I can hear you. I had to restart my headset because I just my Discord just crashed my computer.
Ha.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, that's a
Ooh.
first.
Good
Well, I
roll.
was
What
clicking.
roll
It,
was
it was. It wasn't probably Discord directly. It was probably Display Fusion and stupid fucking how it caches it. I think Discord and Display Fusion cache similarly, so they're overlapping what they're using resource wise. Because I was clicking off of the map of Lyris onto Discord to try typing, and it just like, nope, we're going to sleepy now. And I was like, fuck.
All right, so Pete, that roll was a history check. Ruffles, what was the last thing you heard us talking about?
Pete had said, well, no, and then it was like Pete had just started talking when we were talking
Okay.
about things we could do.
Okay. We
You
held
said
a
go to the
vote.
dungeon, and Pete's like, well, no, and then I lost everything.
Okay. Yeah, we held the vote, and Eric, Squash, and Galen all voted for beating up pirates.
Huh?
Yep. They expressed an interest in killing pirates when given a choice between pirates or going back to the dungeon.
Like those are our only two options?
Those are two of our options. We could do other things if you'd rather.
Those are the two options that we had like hard concrete hooks built for.
Well, yeah, I see. We've been handed like a literal treasure map. May as well, go get the treasure. Beat up some pirates on the way.
Yeah, my thing was like we go, we do this, we beat up the pirates, and then get some XP, some levels out of it, and then we're able to like go back into the dungeon. That
Or
way
do
we're
something
not.
else.
Yeah, that way we kind of split things up. We don't spend a massive amount of time in the dungeon, because then you run into dungeon attrition. A legit thing I found when running Undermountain. The party will eventually succumb to dungeon attrition.
Dungeon fatigue.
Yes.
Dungeon fever, if you will.
Well, when you guys started talking more and more, Twidget got bored, and he's not on the ship.
Okay. Are you bringing a new character?
No.
Hey, thanks for resing me. I'm gonna bring in a new character.
No. Twidget wandered off again.
Look. Given how often Ruffles' character just dis-a-fucking-peering is his shorthand for how he left the party, I had to be certain. After all, he fucking pulled you guys, he pulled that on you guys back on Monday, too.
With one, I've only ever done that with one character.
I thought
Every
you've
other
done it
character
before.
has died.
Oh, fuck, you're right. So you have done it 100% of the time you've done it.
100% of the time, he does it every time.
Yep. It was done
But
once.
not 100% of the time I bring in a new character. Is that in lieu of, my character wanders off with invisibility and you guys see fuck all.
Oh, god damn it.
That's like a kid who learned how to Batman vanish.
Guys,
I mean, you gave him the
Where's
boots of
Twidget?
Elvenkind. He's a kid that learned how to Batman vanish.
yeah, fucking Duodecius turns back around after the vote. Guys, where's Twidget?
Basically.
Fucking Twidget.
I don't know.
appears
I
on a
think
stormy
Twitcher would be
night
hanging out with the
window.
other kid we got.
Well, you could certainly check.
I look over next to where Twidget was.
Well,
Do I see our porter?
no, your porter's like in your quarters, like sorting it out because the pirates left it a mess. He's like
Good
stowing.
initiative.
He's like stowing all your gear, arranging all your maps in like alphabetical order.
Completely eliminating your colorized system that you had, which you made sense of for yourself.
Colorized? What? No. Duodecius uses a very complex odor system.
Yeah, he's sorting them alphabetically and destroying that system.
Duodecius shoots himself in the head with a magic missile. His system has been destroyed, no. Alright. Goofing around aside.
Yeah, so that thing that Twidget ran off to do, about that, you do actually make contact with them.
Woo!
Yes, they apparently were operating as a front. You follow their secret sigils, and you find that they're apparently using. I shit you not. The front of the sign says "Totally Legitimate Tax Sheltering Business Incorporated Limited."
I see. More gnomes.
Oh no, no.
Nice, reputable business.
It's filled with dwarves.
Totally legitimate tax shelter business.
Like you walk in, and there's like these like 2 rows of desks all facing the front, 5 on each side with a dwarf behind each one, like chiseling stuff onto like soft stone tablets and then making like rubbings of it to make copies.
Okay. Well, I'll give whatever the normal sign would be for an opening of conversation.
Okay. Yeah, and they reciprocate and direct you to one of the attendants, who also reciprocates.
Yep. And then I'll just let them know that I wanted to try getting word back to mom and letting her know that I'm okay. But I don't have, enough money for buying somebody to do sending or trusting them to do sending, so figured I'd try contacting the local cell.
Indeed. Indeed. And through their various networks, they agree to send your message. That's not a problem. But they do know through their various networks, like the fact that the guard's like completely compromised. You guys might be doing some pirate hunting in the near future.
I
And
think Gramps was talking about that.
And that if you happen to find yourself on the island and you find this large plateau, on the island there is supposedly an immense black pearl hidden in an ancient ruin. And while that's valuable enough on its own, the reason they're interested in it is said to be a powerful artifact of a previous age, and they want it.
Oh, okay.
Twidget knows that, Mister, not us.
Right, and they're like, all right, well, off you go. Unless you actually want to, do your tax planning.
Maybe I'll send Gramps this way. He does the money stuff.
Fucking walks in there. Secret agent. Fucking CIA and the
But like,
mean,
as you
remember-
know, it's like, well, if you do decide to go with us, do know that we guarantee not to embezzle more than 5%.
No, I'm actually really worried. My PC's not booting.
Oh.
That's not good.
Now, fans are spinning, lights are on, but I got no BIOS.
Pull the plug, let it power all the way down.
Yeah.
Power
Power it all the way down, kill the power supply, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, so yeah, I will, as best I can remember that.
It is Twidget after all.
Yep, exactly. So something about a giant pearl on a plate on an island. Then I'll start
Breaking
not
up.
find the party because they're looking for me, and I'll just be waiting around on the boat by the time they get back.
What? Going looking for you? Why would we go looking for you? You're a rogue. We'd never succeed.
The
You
party
listen
goes to like abandoned sections of town, puts like 10 gold pieces on like the corner, and goes around like a string in a box type thing.
Oh, I would have just had Duo sitting in the darkness in the cabin, ready to turn on the light when Twidget shows back up.
You go to reach over for the hood lantern, it's missing.
Yeah.
Me and your father and your other father and your other father have been worried sick.
But anyway, yeah, so eventually get back to the ship, party get back together, and sort out our quarters on the ship and probably just use it as our own personal hotel for a while.
Mm-hmm. Make the place up all nice and neat.
Yeah, and I do believe you guys said you were trying to find crew for it.
Apparently, that's what we're doing.
So I'm going to need 3 persuasion checks from somebody.
Oh yeah, I was about to make that.
Is Eric able to assist you with that? I believe. Do you have proficiency
I
in
am
persuasion?
able. Yes.
Excellent. Give him that bonus.
Is your persuasion better than a 5?
I'll say, believe it or not, Twitch is also proficient in persuasion.
Well, looks like we're getting the best, cheapest crew money can buy.
Yeah,
All
so
right, I got BIOS.
say again?
I got BIOS.
Ah, nice. Yeah, so you guys are easily able to fill your ranks with able seamen for, not too difficult amounts. Turns out that at the moment, a lot of the trade that was heading north is kind of starting to dry up. Just business cycle type stuff. Totally has nothing to do with the fact that Evrevia is, kind of having issues.
Oh?
And as a result, you're able to get a bunch of crewmen pretty easily that not only that are also all familiar with like the route up to like the northern parts of the Wasiago Ocean. So the only risky part would be like crossing it to get to the Strife Water Sea.
Excellent. A familiar crew. Okay, Draft just picked up in my room. That's suspicious. I'll be right back.
Yeah, I had a POTS failure. Don't know what caused it.
A what failure?
POTS.
Ah, post. Yeah. Sounds like some of your hardware might have gotten fucked.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's causing it though.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
All right, count check. Okay, mic's working.
Yeah, I hear you.
Anything of note happen?
CPU temperature spike on boot.
Hmm.
Yeah, I'm wondering if it's the because I just used because I didn't have my good thermal paste. It's at work. I wonder if it's the thermal paste that came with the AIO that I have because I just used the tube that came with the Coolmaster AIO that I put in there. I wonder if that thermal paste isn't as good a quality as the Silver 4 stuff that I normally use. Arctic 4 or whatever. Well, Display Fusion is running right now, but it's not pegging, which is weird. Because normally Display Fusion is using like 6% of my CPU at all times. So I wonder if rebooting into BIOS fixed that. Here, let me open. Yeah, the CPU is still really hot. It's at 3% and it's at 50 degrees. All right, so
Indeed. But yeah, the party gets back together. You're all on the ship, having spent the day recruiting people for it. Night comes. You said you're all sleeping on the ship.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, the night passes uneventfully. As the crew kind of working through the night in shifts. As morning comes and you guys come out of the kind of officer quarter type area, the ship looks to be relatively it's all swept up. The stuff is all cleaned off. They've even waxed the decks.
Excellent.
And this is
oh
great.
god, now
We've
we
got
gotta
like
make
the
deck
naval
saves every time we
equivalent
go
of a-
topside.
Under, how are we doing on provisions?
So, from what you saw, they had enough provisions for you and this crew for about 100 days.
Enough
All
to
right.
get there, but not enough to get back.
Yep.
From the looks of it and the fact that there's a bunch of empty barrels and things, you have a feeling for you, you have enough to go there and get back, but for them, that was their get back provisions. Going to Havia was only the first leg.
All right. Well, then Twidget would recommend maybe we ask all of our sailor friends that we just made any favorable trades they would know that would be stopping points along the way.
Yeah, we'll ask that.
They do. There is a port to the north called Ischult in the Kingdom of Silesia, where they're kind of hemmed in by the hills of Conquest and the Sufshal Highlands, and as a result, they're a lot of their trade is food and crafts. In the past, they've had large conflicts with the Dragon Throne, but nothing recent. They aren't exactly known for their manufacturing base.
So load up the hold of the ship with favorable trades for that port and get it cheap here, sell it high there. Make a profit on the way to go killing pirates.
Makes sense. We able to do so under?
Possibly. It would involve a couple of checks. It will involve an insight, a persuasion check, and a history check.
Who here has good wisdom?
I have good wisdom.
I'm wise enough to know it's not me.
Alright. Mister, what's your insight check?
Insight? Oh, it's only a +2.
Okay, I'm at a +4.
I don't have proficiency in insight. It's not one of the skills I took.
Alright, so it looks like I can do the history and the insight if you guys want.
that's
History,
probably
I
for the
can
best.
handle. I have a +5 in history.
What's the third one?
Persuasion.
Oh,
So
I can do
you
that.
It's insight, persuasion, and history.
I have proficiency in history if needed.
I got a +7 in that, so if you could give me assistance on that roll. Alright. So does anyone have actually under can someone are people able to help with insight checks like this?
Yes.
Does anyone here have
I-
proficiency in insight?
Nope.
Okay. Can guidance be applied under?
Yes.
All right, here's the insight.
Then Pete with persuasion again.
And with help again from Eric.
And here's the history.
I can give help.
And guidance. We can guide these.
14.
14 for persuasion. 20 insight, 14 persuasion, 24 history.
Okay. Indeed. So what that means is that you are sufficiently insightful and persuasive to be able to get good deals here, and your knowledge of history, kind of knowing what you can probably sell in Slesia for a decent profit. And basically, you're going to get 58% profit. You can
Nice.
fill the hold. You have pretty much an empty ship other than provisions, right? The previous cargo has all left.
Sell the cages for a few silver each. Or a few gold, actually. It's a bunch of iron.
Oh,
You better,
well,
like,
maybe
lay
not.
out
I mean,
cages.
having like they were like jail cells set up,
Oh, okay.
like bars,
mind.
vertical bars running floor to ceiling, and you might want to keep those because that is a handy way to help restrain cargo from shifting around and causing the center of gravity to move, which can be really bad for ships.
Yeah, I know. I was thinking of like dog kennels.
No. These were more like jail cells.
Gotcha. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, keep those in the ship.
And so it really comes down to is how much gold do you guys have that you're going to spend on Slesian trade goods?
Well, Gilbert, how much gold
Yep.
do we have?
Give me a second. I am taking my list of notes and running them through the calculator.
Oh,
Yeah,
do you
well,
want me
it can't be
to
that
give
simple.
you
We gotta determine the number
aye.
of profitable stops we can make and calculate a profit margin.
All right. So we have.
No, I'm doing this very
14
simply.
We have 14,482 gold to work with.
14,400. I'm taking my gold back.
Oh, that is a good point. I did not actually add the loot. One moment. Okay, so you took how much gold back?
Well, add the 143 and stuff in. Let me get you all of the gold value for the items that we didn't keep. I'm keeping the pirate hat, but the halberds, daggers, and rapiers we can just sell.
Yeah, if you want to convert that all over to gold for me, actually I can handle the cash.
Yeah, I'm getting the PHP open right now so I can quick maths. Quick maths. Okay.
And just remember, you do have to pay your crew.
Yep.
Wait, so where exactly are we going?
Under what's the conversion of Electrum into gold?
2 to 1.
2
It's
Electrum
50
is 1
cent
gold.
piece. I always view the gold as a dollar piece.
Fair enough.
Then it's a 50-cent piece, a dime, a penny, and a $10 bill.
All right, and then it will cost
124.
What?
The gold value for the items, 124.
All right. Let's see. Minus 510 for the whole trip for the crew, plus 124. And what gold did you take out?
What's your total number? I was just going to round you to
Oh,
100.
14,610.
Okay, I'll take 110.
14,610. All right, so we're at 14,600.
110. 500.
Oh, okay.
I'm not going to take 10 gold.
Look, man, you know, I was trying to talk about rounding. All right. So that times Underdark, what was the percent? 58%?
Yes.
We will be making 8,410 gold off the voyage.
If we spend everything on buying inventory.
Correct.
And that's including paying for the crew to sail there at least?
That is included.
All right, jot that down. Let's start buying cargo and selling. Well, buying cargo and loading. We need crew names for our navigator and our captain.
Well, you don't have one. You guys are the navigator and captain. You just hired a crew.
Well, none of us are a navigator though.
Yeah, I haven't calculated that part yet. I've just calculated.
Yeah, that's the
like,
number that's actually
the crew
important.
body. Yeah, I know. Give me a second. All right. Total days under?
Oh, to get up to Silesia?
Yeah, and then over to
Just Silesia is all that matters for sailing there, because then we'll have more money to pay them more.
Fair
the
enough.
current goal is to sail to Silesia.
I get you. I do kind of want to have both intervals because I can get the calculation done now.
But you'll have more money for trading if you only... So the calculations will change.
Oh! Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I see what you mean. I'm not factoring that part in yet. I just want to have both numbers.
Hang on.
Because I can do leg 1, calculate, leg 2, calculate.
Let's see, it's about 6,000 miles. It's about 50 days.
So 200 gold for that leg.
Huh? You're not calculating round trip, are you?
No, 2 guys at 2 gold a day for 50 days.
Oh, you're talking about hiring the other crew. I thought you were talking calculating the regular crew.
No.
Yeah, because that would be, like you said, 6 silver or 6 gold a day. So 500 for paying the crew to sail to Silesia.
$500 for the
Wait,
whole
we're going
crew to
where?
Silesia?
Yeah, because of the regular crewmen that cost 2 silver a day that we have 30 of.
Oh, you mean total for the full body?
Yeah, might as well calculate
Okay.
it all as one number.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, so let's see, 14,500
And that
minus
works out.
500.
So no, Gilbert, stop.
Yeah.
Every 10 days, you can calculate now. Every 10 days of sailing is 100 gold.
Oh,
with the
nice.
crew that we currently. Yeah, so it's
Awesome.
a perfect round number with having 32 crew members versus doing the odd number that we were doing earlier.
Yeah, no. Okay, yeah, I'm seeing here what you mean. That works out much better.
Yeah, so
100,
every 10
yeah.
days that we sail, we need to pay these guys 100 gold.
All right, let me write down the note.
As long as we have 30 able crewmen and 2 skilled crewmen. So make sure you note that too, so that way.
Yeah, I'm just gonna define that on my log here as base, like the base cost.
Mm-hmm.
To be revised should we acquire modifiers to our character sheets.
Yeah, or even simpler put, you could do 10 gold a day. But very rarely are you ever going to sail one day.
Exactly.
So here we go again, setting off on nautical campaign number 73 of all the D&D that we play. We always end up on a fucking boat.
There's a fun element of logistics with boats. And it allows for time to pass.
Yep. So that means after we'd have 14,000 exactly to fill the hold with. Because you only need 500 to pay the crew for the first leg of the trip.
Yep. All right. Hold on. So 14,500. Subtract the 500 from the first leg. 14,000 times 0.58. So slight change in the profit we'd be making. We'd be making 8,120 instead.
Yep. And then we'd go with an empty hold to deal with the pirates, so we can haul any cargo back.
Precisely.
And then on the return trip, we can sell off some loot in Silesia, and then sell off the rest in Havia. And pick up, some more stuff from Silesia for Havia, even though they probably don't have a whole lot to sell. They might have something.
There's another thing we might be able to do. So, given the relationship between the Ravam Remnant, the Voodalborg clan, and the Pirates of Evolia, if we claim vessels, we could see if we're able to sell them to the Remnant.
And that'd be closer.
Well, more an unclear thing. Underdark, does the Remnant have coastal territory on the Strifewater Sea?
Yes.
Then yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's the port of Bengala.
Awesome. I wanted to check because I remember you mentioning that the Septimi family holdings are somewhere in the northwestern section near Kioris and Voodalborg. And
right.
I was looking at the map, I'm like, wait, would that actually put it near the coast?
Yes, it would. Your family doesn't control Bengala. Bengala, you would know, is under the Marquis Ahmad Gundin, the 8th Marquis of Bengala.
Can you write that down?
Mm-hmm. Which is kind of sitting on like the in like the southeastern part of Strifewater Sea, south of that island. And it's basically like it's like the closest major port to the border with Kioris.
So we're kind of looking like south of that island, like the big chunky island.
Yeah, that big chunky island actually does a lot to shield that interior area from weather events and stuff, and just along that southern area where it stops, where it kind of dips down into there, that's where Benkala is.
All right, and then the family land is more inland towards those lakes.
Yes, seas. Those are seas.
Inland seas.
At the scale of the map, those are, like 200 to 500 miles wide.
Oh, they're the like the fucking length of Lake Michigan.
Yeah. There's major inland seas in this continent. Yeah, in this case, they're also freshwater because they're not connected to the sea.
So they're lakes.
Yeah, they're basically really big lakes. There's a term for a lake the size of a sea, and I forget what it is.
A Great Lake.
No, there's an actual like geological term for it. I can never remember what it is. Because it's like basically like, yeah, it's the Great Lakes.
The fact that we call them lakes is really a crime against geography. There ought to be seas.
Let's see. Interconnected freshwater lakes.
Anyway, moving on.
Cart and horse.
What?
Cart and horse.
Cart and horse.
Yes. You're worrying about sallowing pirate vessels
Oh!
when we haven't even left port.
No, I'm more making a point that that's something we'd be able to do.
Yes. When we get to it.
Also, I'm trying to extract as much like regional information out of Underdark as possible. I like the lore.
We can do that when we get there.
Well, are you guys actually going to Benkala, or are you trying to head for that northern part of the sea to look for this island that you have a map of?
Well, let's do the trade part first.
Well, yeah, we're going to handle the trade, and then we'll handle crossing the sea.
Okay.
The ocean.
As you wish. So you guys leave Havia and begin sailing up the coast, following a completely unfamiliar path that the party has never traveled before, going past the Idari cairns, the opening to the great inner sea, skirting the edges of the burbling wild, and turning inland towards the port of Ashult in Slesia.
We just read the abridged version of Friedman's journals.
And there in the shadows of the Shuffle Highlands, you guys make port. You sell your trade goods, making the profit previously described. It's a rather sleepy port. Though large, it is spread out, and you can see like concentric outplacings of city walls, where they've basically built more further out outer walls as the city has expanded. Off in the distance, you can just see rolling hills with grain. How long do you want to stay in Slesia?
Not intending to load cargo, so just enough to unload the cargo, let the crew get their land legs for a little bit, and however long that would take, so 2 or 3 days at most.
Yeah, it's like it takes 2 days to unload the cargo. And then you begin setting out to cross the Wasiago Ocean. And it's going to take about 35 days from the port of Schult to get over to Strifewater Sea. And for the most part, it is, at least early on, somewhat uneventful. But 17 days out of Silesia, the captain calls Duodecius. You're a magic-y type person, right?
Yes.
Alright, so he would probably call you and Dr. Galen up on deck, like at night. As, you're in a fog, which isn't all that unusual. What is unusual is off in the distance, all around the ship, you can see what look to be flashes of multicolored light. Like lightning, but not the actinic bluish white that you would expect.
All right. We shall hold a synod under 1 moment. Hey Galen, what's your Arcana check? Yo, Mister. Mister.
What?
What's your Arcana check?
Arcana +5,
Okay.
and I have proficiency in it.
Excellent. Mister, do me a favor. Provide assistance and guidance. We must
Roger.
perform.
You have
Yes.
assistance and guidance.
Under. May I make an Arcana check to determine what this is?
You may. And as you're, kind of looking at it, kind of feeling the magical currents in the air, you realize that this is not just any fog, but this is wild magic fog. And the borders between here and the Feywild and the Shadowfell are thinner. Using magic in such circumstances can have unintended side effects.
Captain, we are in a zone of wild magic. I tell him about the Feywild and the Shadowfell, and emphasize that the use of magic in this area can have wide-ranging and risky unintended side effects.
He nods and says, well, I don't know any magic. We've been sailing by wind and water, not magic. So I guess you're really warning yourself there.
Under. Would the kind of thinning of the barrier there make it easier for entities from the Shadowfell or the Feywild to breach?
Yes.
I will communicate that to him as well.
And then he's like, oh. Well, perhaps you more... Me and the boys aren't exactly skilled in dealing with these type of eldritch entities. Perhaps you and your party might wish to stand watch then.
Indeed. I shall summon the party for watch.
Okay. What watch order do you take?
Third.
So just type it up.
Yeah. Galen, what's your passive? Good talk. Eric, what's your passive? Good talk.
Sorry, I forgot I was muted.
What's your
It's
passive?
9.
All right. All right, guys, I'm just kind of sticking you guys on watch order. Here you go.
That works for me.
All right. So you guys begin keeping watch. And when Eric and Twidget are kind of watching the lights off in the distance, the two of you would hear cries from the some of the crew at the bow of the ship. And what is Eric and Twidget? What are your passives?
12.
9.
Okay. As you realize that surrounding the ship are large serpentine snakes with glowing blue eyes. And you guys should roll initiative.
Oh god, it's Slanesh.
I summon Blue Eyes White Dragon.
Well, sea serpents in this case, but
Oh, yeah.
I take it by this time I'm no longer affected by Ray's dead.
yes, this is like, 50 plus
67.
yeah, it's like 67 days.
I've been keeping track just in case Gilbert asks.
Case I ask what?
How many days have passed? So you know how many scrolls you can have scribed?
Alright, and how many days?
Oh.
Well, right now it's Twidget's turn and there are sea serpents about. So you can figure that out later.
67.
Alright,
I
very good.
shoot
Okay.
whatever's closest.
Alright, you shoot one of the ones on the right side of the ship.
How far
Roll
away
the
are they?
They appear to be like right next to like the edge rail of the ship, and they've kind of like reared up like cobras, looking down at the ship as if trying to pick which morsels of people they wish to eat.
Okay. Yeah, I take aim and shoot at one of them.
Okay, roll to hit. That'll hit it.
Wow.
Okay, yeah. Then rears back a bit. You can see
That's it.
bleeding a little. Anything else?
Nope, that's it.
All right. Galen, you would be woken up in your hammock.
All right.
You can hear shouts about giant sea serpents from above.
Shit.
Do you have anything that prevents surprise?
Yes, I do have the alert feature.
Excellent.
So I am going to head up the stairs and see what's going on.
Okay. You move the. It'd be about like 20 feet to get to the deck. And you're on the deck, and you see these 5 large sea serpents with glowing blue eyes reared up around the ship like cobras eyeing their next meals.
Well, fuck.
Mister,
One-
we're in a wild magic zone.
Do I know water breathing? All right. I suppose we need to combat, right?
Yeah, what do you do?
Shit, I don't know. How far are they from me?
The closest one, let's see, these are 5 feet squares, would be 5, 10, be 15 feet from you. They're just off the side of the ship.
Okay, all right. Hmm. Right, I have a crossbow, so I'm just gonna shoot at one of them with a crossbow bolt.
Okay. Are you aiming for the same one that Twidget hit? You can visibly see that it's wounded.
I'm gonna hit it.
All right, roll to hit.
Meh.
Off into the fog, your bolt goes.
I missed.
Yes.
Can I? I'm gonna duck down, so back down the stairs, so they can't see me.
Well, you guys, you mean back through the doorway, because you guys are actually sleeping like in the officer quarters underneath the quarterdeck.
Yeah, that. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, you duck back in there. Squash, you're awoken in your hammock. Do you have anything that prevents surprise?
I don't.
Well, then you
So
are
I'm surprised.
you are surprised in your hammock this round. Duodecius, do you have anything that prevents surprise as you are woken up in your hammock?
Actually, Squash is so surprised he's gonna have to go back to bed.
Oh, well,
Well,
have a
that's
good
nice.
night, Pete.
I have this Ravum cease and desist letter on surprise.
Right, so you're surprised and shocked when it doesn't work.
Damn it!
All right, sea serpents. Well, that one got shot by Twidget, so it's gonna, try to bite you, Twidget,
All right.
as it just kind of lashes down and snake-like at you. Oh dear.
I cast reaction. No.
It bites you for 16 points of piercing damage.
I see. Never mind. I was gonna say I think you meant shield, and I realized it was a nat 20.
Yeah. Let's see. The other 4 snakes are going to target your crew. Wait, no. Eric is up there. So the next one's going to target Eric.
Fuck.
Does a 20 hit Eric?
It does.
Well, it bites you for 6 points of piercing damage.
Ow.
The remaining 3 attack crewmen. 3 crewmen are eaten. It has a larger mod than these guys would have 8 hit points. But that is it for them. Eric, you were on watch and can see these serpents. What do you do?
Where are the serpents located?
3 are off the left-hand side of the ship, 2 are off the right-hand side of the ship. All of them kind of reared up like cobras with glowing blue eyes. They are 5 feet off the deck, so you could, if you're at the edge of the deck, you could reach it with a melee weapon.
They're in the water.
Yes. They've emerged from the water along the side of the ship.
And we're in a wild magic zone.
Oh shit. Well, that doesn't actually matter because I don't use magic on this character. Hmm. Wait, so where am I located on the ship right now?
Probably next to the helm. Towards the aft on top of the quarterdeck, with the captain and the navigator and Twidget.
So these are these are big serpents.
Yes, each one in and of itself would be considered a large creature.
Jesus. Okay. I guess I'll try to get in melee with the one that hit me.
Okay. Yeah, you run to the side of the quarterdeck. You're in melee with it.
I guess I'll try to hit.
Okay. Well, roll to hit.
1 second.
You miss it.
Yeah, fuck. Like, so how far did I have to move in order to get in melee with this guy from where I started?
Pull the ship. Alright, so you would have had to run 5, 10. You ran 15 feet.
I will run 20 feet back.
Okay. Do you have mobile or something?
Yes.
Excellent. So it does not get an attack of opportunity against you.
Yes.
Anything else?
No.
Alright, Twidget.
So I just want to clarify: these things reached into the ship, attacked Eric and I and crew members, and then pulled back away from us. And
Well, you guys are on the quarter deck because you're on watch.
Yeah, but they
So-
still moved back to the edge of the ship that Eric had to run over there and attack them.
Their head did. Their attack has a reach property,
Ah, okay.
like
Yeah,
a
I was
snapping
wondering about
snake.
our zone of control. So
Yeah,
that-
they
that
they
answers it.
yeah. Sorry, I wasn't clear about that. Yeah, they're because they're snakes. They're snapping in like a cobra or a rattlesnake would, and retreating very quickly, faster than people can react. Hence, a
No,
melee
no,
attack
I was
with
just
reach.
checking. I was like, wait, where
Yes.
was our opportunity attack? They're not by us anymore. Okay, well, then I will continue shooting the one that I've been shooting.
All right, roll to hit. That hits.
That's better. Nearly a max roll.
All right. So you shoot it in that head, and that snake bodies come crashing down across the deck, dead and unmoving, the glow in its eyes going out.
Oh, cool, souvenirs.
Anything else?
Nope.
Okay. Galen. Mister,
Is it my turn?
it is.
I'm gonna step out and shoot again if I can.
Okay. Well, the one that Twidget was shooting at has died. The corpse kind of laying like next to the ship's mast.
All right. There another one?
There are 4 other snakes.
Hit another one then. Moving on.
Okay. Well, roll to hit then, as you just shoot one of the other ones on the other side of the ship. That hits. All
4
right.
points of piercing damage, and I'm gonna step back into there and hide.
Okay. Yeah, you step back in there and hide. All right. Pete's gone to bed. Duodecius, you are awoken in your hammock.
I head outside.
You can see 4 serpents rearing up around the ship, their eyes glowing a baleful blue. One of them lies dead across the midship. Two of them look to be injured.
All right. What's the distance to the closest injured one?
Closest injured one from you would be 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So that would be 25 feet.
Excellent. Within range. I pull out my sling and ready a glass vial containing mustard jelly. And I use the sling upon it.
Alright, roll to hit.
Fuck you, dice.
The vial goes off into the fog and disappears from sight.
No! I have 7 more. I duck back inside.
Okay, you duck back inside next to Galen. These guys.
Actually, wait. Are the crew retreating indoors?
That's a good point. Yeah, they would be.
Especially after 3 of them fucking died.
Yeah, if the snakes came in and like ate 3 of them. Yes,
Yeah,
they would be.
In that case, I'm going to hold the door open so that they can get inside.
So they're running to different doors that actually go below decks. You guys are underneath the quarterdeck. There's 4 doors on your ship. Let me do this real quick.
Is it the salt marsh boat?
It is the salt marsh boat.
All right.
Here is how your boat is more or less configured. The hold is different. The hold is a little different. Because you have the path, the jail cells, and the maintenance hatches along the sides. But yeah, they're retreating for those 2 center ones that go down into the hold instead of, the aft quarters where the party is.
Alrighty. If none of them are retreating over here, then I'm gonna, shut the door so the snakes don't get me.
Okay. Yeah, so on their turn, I would say that they would have retreated. They would have been dashing. They can easily all get below cover, leaving only the captain and the navigator, so that the ship doesn't, start to lose, list or anything. The 4 snakes, Twidget and Eric. So that means 2 of the snakes are going to go for Twidget. The 2 ones in the back just kind of snap in with their reach.
I don't even have to shield.
Indeed. The other 2 go for Eric. Does a 16 hit Eric?
It does.
Unfortunate.
What kind of armor do you have? What kind of
Let me
armor?
check.
As you take a total of 19 points of piercing damage.
I got leather.
Okay, hang on, Under. Is your dex mod +5?
My dex mod is +4.
Okay, so it would still hit him if he had studded. Well, jot down that you have studded leather because that's something that's easy for us to afford and upgrade.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, that's...
Yeah.
Studded leather is easy
I
enough
was
to
just checking because if he had a +5 mod, he would have 17 with studded leather. That's why I was like, hang on. Like that's something we would have done. You may have not brought it up, but that's something that's just like you should instantaneously, as soon as you can get studded leather, get it.
The party dropped like 10 grand on like just raising some random kids. They can afford to get you some studded.
Yeah. I'll just
Oh,
go.
no, I was gonna pinch those
Or
pennies.
Gilbert, just note 35. Like take 35 gold from the party
Anyway,
funds after.
so yeah, Eric, you take 19 points of piercing damage from the snake bites.
Yep.
And at the end of its turn, that dead snake, Twidget, towards the tail end where it like looks to go off the edge of the ship, there is an explosion of gore as 2 more heads emerge.
Oh, great.
There are now 6 snakes.
Fuck.
That's fucking
And-
wonderful.
An aquatic hydra.
Yep.
Huh.
With Twidget's training, he's familiar with the concept of a hydra, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Yep.
But because it's keeping its body, below water, all you're seeing is its head, so they look like individual snakes.
Yep. So you know what that means, right, Swag?
Anyway,
What?
Eric, it is your turn.
Means you have to cut off the main head. Like you have to kill the body. You can't keep killing heads.
Use your cloak. Jump in the water and stab it.
That is a good point. Ye... Let me check something real quick. I am dangerously low on hit points.
Uh-huh.
Then give me your cloak.
That would require
Sorry?
attunement.
Nope.
Really?
Nope.
Really?
Cloak Commandery doesn't have attunement.
Awesome.
Wait, really? Oh,
It's a Doff and Don item. Yeah, it is not an attunement item.
cool.
I studied it when I was making other cloaks. My world has like 17 cloaks, Gilbert. Half of them require attunement because they're actually powerful.
While you were out
The other half
partying,
is
he
just-
studied the cloak.
He studied the
They just give
threads.
give you cool tropes and stuff that it's like, yeah, you don't really need attunement for that. You just
Now
put it
that
on
the
and you can swim
Hydra is
fast.
eating your crew, we come to him for help.
Well, Eric, it is
Anyway.
your turn. What do you do?
I don't mind dying here. I'll use my action to put up my hood and jump in the water.
Okay. You jump over the side of the boat, plunging 20 feet down into the waves.
And
Do you have
it's
dark vision?
actually- I do not. That's a good point.
Okay. Well, you can see attached to the bottom of the ship looks to be a large, shadowy, huge monstrosity.
Oh,
Various, like all the bodies, like the tails of the snake, like wrap and go into the shadowy thing. But yeah, it's dark down and underneath the keel of the boat.
mm. So are you saying like the tails of the serpents are like coming from this thing, or something
No,
else?
like if you were to assume that at the top those were individual serpents and you followed the body down to where its tail would be, that they're all meeting up at this mass instead. It's not individual sea serpents, it's a hydra. And that you're looking at, its body, but its body is in shadow because it's underneath the keel of the boat, which is dark. There's no light down there. It's just kind of hanging on and using its heads to attack the ship from below.
Oh, so it has multiple necks. Okay.
Yes, it is a hydra.
Do you not know what a Hydra is?
It depends.
Okay, here's a picture of a more typical looking hydra.
Okay, that makes way more sense than what I was picturing.
And this is the Hydra we're all familiar with.
Right.
Which is funny because that hydra that Ruffles posted, that's actually closer to what this would look like because it has the elongated sea serpent necks instead of the more land-based one here that my picture was. Anyway, so what would you like to do? You've you ran like the 20 feet to the edge of the boat. You jumped in.
Well, I used my action to put on my hood, so that's all I can do.
Okay. Twidget.
Well, I guess I'll run over to the side. Can I see the body or no?
No, you cannot.
All right. Well, then I will use my movement to get closer to the door that Duodecius is on and yell Hydra, and then move back using basically 75 feet of movement. Run over to the side, look down. Okay, can't see the body. Run to Duodecius, communicate. It's a Hydra. It's below the boat. I can't see the body. And then move up to intervene between the Hydra heads and the captain and the navigator, so that they don't get killed.
Uh-huh. Anything else?
Can I do that for less than 50?
Yes.
Then I chug a healing potion.
Okay.
Regaining some hit points.
All right. Galen.
All right, so shooting his heads are ineffectual since it's a Hydra. Correct? Correct.
Yes.
And I can't breathe underwater, so I'm not going. Suppose. So damaging the head won't damage the body if it's like, unless it's like, what if it's like spell damage?
What you generally know is attacking the heads will damage the heads, and if you kill a head, it will get more heads.
Yeah. I thought you had to cut the head off for it to grow another head.
Well, I didn't cut the head off. I shot it with a crossbow bolt.
Right, and then more heads erupted from the body as it's exploded out from it, replacing that head. So what do you do?
I
6 seconds, mister. What do you do?
I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I don't. I'm not getting in the water, so
So you're dodging?
yeah, I'm taking the dodge action. Yeah, I don't know what to do.
All
I'm
right.
not shooting the head, so I'm not getting in the water.
Do it, Odysseus.
Alrighty. Well. Okay. So I've been told it's a Hydra. It has how many heads that are sitting up right now?
You can see 6.
Alright. How many people are near me?
Just Galen.
Okay. You know, it's risky as fuck. I will convert magic missile to fire damage, and I'm gonna hit it with that.
Okay.
When
So you're
in
running
doubt,
out.
If it regenerates like a troll, just fucking hit it with fire acid.
So you're running out there and shooting magic missile at one of the heads?
I mean, can I see the head from the door?
No. Well, okay, yes, you would be able to see one of them.
Okay. I shoot it with fire magic missile.
Okay. Please roll a D100 first. As you stand in the doorway and cast a spell for 80. All right. So your magic missiles go off as illusory butterflies and flower petals flutter in the air within 10 feet of you for the next minute.
Oh, we just using the surge table? Okay. This will be fun.
I'm sorry, what was that again?
Butterflies, 80 and a surge table.
Illusory butterflies and flower petals flutter in the air around you for the next minute.
Obviously, this is an auspicious omen.
Roll damage, because your bolts do hit the head unerringly.
12 points of fire damage.
Okay. Yeah, that head's looking pretty badly hurt. Anything else?
No, I'm just gonna hang out behind Galen.
Okay. Let's see. These guys. Well, Twidget, those two heads by the quarterdeck are going to come down on you. Nope. Okay. You see the other four kind of shift around a bit towards mid-deck, kind of lowering their heads down, like almost like they're like looking for stuff at the deck level.
Well, that sounds like somebody else's problem.
Eric, you are under the water.
I mean, I could try to chug a potion, or I could attack. I think I'm gonna attack. The body, I mean.
Okay. You swim into the darkness until you bump into the body.
Mm-hmm.
Roll to hit at disadvantage. Your hits are ineffectual. You failed to
Yep.
penetrate its armor. Anything else?
Nope.
Alright. Twidget.
Alright, so I seen Gramps use fire magic, so I will fire out fire magic and cast a firebolt at one of the heads.
Okay.
Like one of the two by me, not the, because I know he hit one of the other ones.
Yeah. Alright, well, roll a d100. 85. You cast Mirror Image.
Nice.
Hey!
Hit me now, bitch. My firebolt goes off, or did I just cast Mirror Image instead of the firebolt?
That's what I'm just looking up real quick. Give me a moment.
I always forget.
Yes, if it casts a spell, it replaces the spell you would have normally cast.
I'll take the uptrade.
There's more Twidgets.
I'm sure the captain and the navigator are concerned, because they've spent 67 days with me.
Uh-huh. They're a little more concerned about the giant sea serpents, though, with glowing blue eyes.
I don't know if you caught that earlier in chat. I did name them.
I did not catch that.
Not important.
Indeed. Especially because they might get eaten.
Probably.
Anything
But I'm
else?
here. Let's see. Well, I still have my bonus action now, but I really can't do anything with that. Actually, no. I would have been trying to aim the firebolt, so I wouldn't have my bonus action. So nope, that's it. I can't move. I'm just stationary here between my two friends and my two not friends.
All right. Galen? Minister?
I suppose I am going to try. Something. I just don't know what.
Nope. You have 6 seconds. What do you do?
I cast magic missile.
Okay. Roll a d100.
See what?
Roll a d100.
Oh fuck.
'Cause
Wild
you-
magic surge.
And let's see if that works the way you expect it to. 64. You instead cast Flog Cloud, centered on yourself. You and Odysseus are no longer able to see, as there is thick fog covering the entire inside of this room.
Oh yay.
I mean, as a bonus action, I end fog cloud.
It doesn't work that way. Spells cast as a result of wild magic last their full duration and do not require concentration.
Additionally, dropping concentration on a spell does not cost a resource. You can simply do it.
Well, that
Yeah,
sucks.
it's there. You caused it to be there, but you did not cast it.
Is there anything else you'd like to do on your turn?
Fumble around in the fog.
Okay, roll a d8.
I was being facetious. No, I'm not doing anything.
Oh, okay.
I'm done.
I gotcha. Do it, Essius. Galen casts Fog Cloud, and now you can't see.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. I noticed that. I peek my head out.
You peek your head out, and there's these like 4 serpent heads looking at your door with readied actions. They attack.
This thing's smart enough to recognize. Okay.
Yes, this is a sea serpent version of a hydra. It's a little bit smarter. That's why it does things like clamp onto the bottom of the ship instead of just trying to vault itself onto deck.
Fair enough. Shield?
Okay. Does that prevent a 24?
No.
Okay, so 2 hits, one of which is a crit. For a total of 23 points of piercing damage.
Unconscious.
Alright, you flop to the deck.
Oh god, I've been hit, Caladra.
Anything else?
I'm unconscious.
That's a good point. Alright.
He flops.
Yeah, he just flops.
Yeah. I'd like to flop dramatically, loudly, and preferably backwards. After all, I only stuck my face out.
Alright, well. Let's see. Their turn. Well, seeing as the person that had been bothering them with magic is now on the deck, yeah, one of the heads is going to just come down, and it's going to grapple Duodecius in its mouth, and then swallow him.
Okay.
The other heads are going to, shift around a bit, and 4 of them are going to be able to get within range to attack Twidget.
Okie doke. I don't even have to shield.
Excellent.
They just can't fucking hit me and mirror image.
Yeah.
I forget what that one does actually.
If they hit you, there's a chance they hit an image instead.
Oh, so it's on hit. Gotcha.
Yeah,
Okay.
on hit, it might. There's a good chance for it with 3 images up. Pop the image. All right, Eric, you were down below.
Yeah.
What do you do in the darkness?
Fuck it. I might attack again.
You're not attacking it?
No, I am going to.
Ah, okay. Roll to hit. No.
Yep.
Actually, I just read it under no.
Oh, it's right. It's an
I
attack.
have to roll. Yeah, I have to roll, and there's a. So the first one would hit an illusory.
Yep.
And its AC is higher than 9, so that's fine. Well, it's plus a 1.
It's a nat 1.
Second one would hit me, doesn't hit me. 15 is high enough, so it would hit an illusion. 10 is sufficient for it not to kill it. And 14 would also hit an illusion. So it would have an AC of 15, so it would hit one of the illusions.
Yeah, so it's popped one of your images.
Yep.
Okay. Eric, anything else in your turn?
Nope.
All right, Twidget.
All right. Well, I'm going to keep shooting fireball.
All right, well, roll a d100. An eye appears in your forehead for the next minute. During that time, you have advantage on wisdom perception checks that rely on sight as you cast firebolt at your target. Roll to hit. That hits. Going for the same head, right, that you were hitting before?
Yeah. Whatever one is
Mhm.
weakest that I have access to shooting. And it's level 5. Okay, so it's just a d10. 8 fire damage.
Okay. Anything else?
Nope.
All right, Galen, you're in a fog cloud.
Well, did I see Duodecius get snatched?
No, you were in the fog cloud.
But I saw Duodecius move forward.
No, you were in the fog cloud.
Oh, he was beside me.
You definitely heard me get attacked.
Yeah, you heard thump, thump, open. Oh shit! Slap, 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 slap. Bloop.
All right, I'm gonna move forward and see if I can find Duodecius.
Okay. You move forward, poking and your head through the fog cloud as you walk out on deck. You can see that there are 6 heads, 4 of which seem to have congregated around the quarterdeck. The other 2 moving that way, but they do notice you. You do not see Duodecius anywhere.
One of them might have a lumpy throat.
With his passive, you wouldn't tell.
How the distance from these things?
The one that hasn't yet quite gotten to the quarterdeck is 15 feet from you.
I don't know what to do. You know what? The hell with it. I am going to engage the thing.
Okay. Yeah.
I suppose I'm gonna okay, I'm going in. I'm gonna go up and hit it, punch it in the face.
All right.
Punch the damn thing.
That does not hit.
I will. I'm done.
Okay.
Probably gonna die.
Duodecius. Death save.
Yep.
It's 1 success. This guy. Well, let's see. There's 4 heads by the quarterdeck. They're going for Twidget.
Mm-hmm. Earn 3, 1A. Actually, 4 technically. It just changes the DC whether they hit or not.
Yes.
So 1 hits me. 6, 2 duplicates. Roll an 8 or higher. So 1 hits me, 2 doesn't.
Okay.
So 1 popped.
Mm-hmm.
And 15 15 doesn't hit me. And then a 14 is high enough, but there are only 2 duplicates left. And against a 14, the duplicate survives. And then the 20 is also high enough. That duplicate does not survive, so I have 1 duplicate left.
Okay. The other 2 heads are going to go for Galen.
Why nobody uses mirror image? That's annoying to use.
24.
Just the 24 hits?
No, I'll shield and it won't hit either.
Ah. Well, when you cast shield, you need to roll a d100. $78. You do not, in fact, cast shield. You have instead cast polymorph on yourself. You must make the wisdom saving throw.
I cast polymorph on myself?
Yes.
Polymorph into what?
Well, if you fail your wisdom save, you'll find out. Does that fail against your saving throw DC?
No, my saving. Yes, that passes my saving throw DC.
Ah, well, you don't turn into a sheep, but you did lose the shield. So without shield, does a 24 hit?
Without shield, they'll both hit.
Ah, well then they both hit. Because you only had one reaction. Dealing a total of 26 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
Alright. That is it for them. Eric!
Yeah.
It's your turn. What would you like to do?
I might drink a potion.
Okay. Which potion are you drinking?
Potion of healing. That's the only one I have.
Ah, okay.
It's what, 2d4 plus something?
2d4 plus 4, I believe. Or is it? No, plus 2.
Plus 2.
Okay.
It is modifier 2, dice 2 for every healing potion you drink. You drink 10, it's 20.
Alright, well, there you go. Anything else, Eric, on your turn? That was your action.
Yep. Let me think. No.
Okay.
That's
Twidget.
it.
Well, I continue firing firebolts.
Okay, well, roll a d100 then. 72. You gain resistance to all damage for the next minute as you fire off a firebolt.
And fire damage to whatever I was shooting at.
Okay.
So 22 misses.
No, a 22 does not miss as you hit the head, burning it badly. Anything else?
Nope.
Alright. Galen.
Well, shit, fire and save matches. I'm gonna cast the spell. Wait, no, I can't. I'm out of spell slots.
Already?
I only have 3.
Oh,
4.
Artificer.
I'm a half caster. I'm not a full caster. Well, I'm an artificer, so I don't have a lot. I only have 3.
Wait, aren't you in armor with thunder gauntlets?
Yeah, I am wearing my thunder gauntlets, yes, but I missed the last time. I'm gonna try to hit him again. But if I miss, even if I hit, I'm gonna die.
You know, if you punch it, it gets like a disadvantage on targeting people that aren't you or something like that, right?
I know. That's why I tried to hit it last time, but I failed.
So try again. I don't give up when I miss once. Jesus.
I failed again.
You missed the snake.
I missed.
Alright. Duodecius. Death save.
One and two.
Alright. Snake. Well,
Wow, that's not good.
well, those 4 heads, Twidget, are just going to continue raining blows down upon you.
Alright. A lot of high numbers.
Uh-huh.
Ooh, yeah, my last image disappears on that first attack.
27 probably hits your armor class then.
Yeah. Yep, so Image gets hit by the first, and then 1 attack to me. Jesus, could these guys roll a little lower?
Yep. Now remember, you do have resistance to all damage for a minute.
Oh no, I'm taking that into account. I still want them to roll lower.
Yeah. All right. And then the other 2 heads are going to go for Galen. Does a 27 hit Galen? As the other one bounces off the deck. Mister?
Say again?
Does a 27 hit you?
Does a 20? Yes, a 27 hits me.
It hits you for 6 points of piercing
I'm
damage.
already dead.
Unconscious.
Yeah, unconscious.
Okay. All right. Well, that's all you can do. Eric.
Yep.
It's your turn.
I'm gonna try and hit. Hey.
Roll to hit. Its hide is still too thick there. All right. Twidget.
You can only do one thing. Ooh, Summon the devil.
66.
or demon.
Up to 3 creatures you choose within 30 feet of you take 4d10 lightning damage.
Do the heads count as separate creatures?
No.
Does Twidget think the heads count as separate creatures?
He does.
Well, Twidget's going to try targeting 3 different heads.
Is that enough to make each head take different things?
Sure.
Yeah, but it's from Twidget's perspective, so.
Yeah, sure. Do it.
All right. So what? I'll roll 3. Or
Yeah.
3 creatures, 4d10.
Yes.
Okay. So like that.
Just like that. Yeah, as you reach out and go zappity, zappity, zappity.
Is it bloodied?
The creature does look to be bloodied. Also, one of the heads has died. And then I believe you were attacking with Firebolt?
But doesn't the spell replace the spell?
That wasn't a spell.
Oh, okay. Well, then I will target the head that's slumped over and try like cauterizing it or something. I don't know.
Sure. Roll to hit.
Like the dead one.
Yes, I
If that
understood what
makes
you meant.
Shit.
You missed.
Anyway, that's it for me.
All right, Galen, death save. Mister? No, it's a success. Duo Odysseus. 2 and 2. These guys. Well, one of the heads not at the quarterdeck is going to reach down and with a gulp is going to swallow Galen. Let's see. Of the 3 heads remaining on the quarterdeck, they are going to lash out at Twidget.
And no more mirror image.
21.
Well, we're already playing with the weather on shuffle. Show reaction shield.
All right, we'll roll a d100. 38. Roll a d6.
I got a 1.
A flump appears near you and begins screeching incoherently as it begins running around in circles.
Oh, God.
Hey, target rich environment now. So my
Your
shield would go off.
your shield goes off.
So 27 hits.
Okay.
It did no damage.
Did 9 damage.
Did 4 damage. Are we bargaining now? We're bartering. Okay, we're bartering.
All right. Then at the end of its turn, that head that you cauterized, quote unquote, or attempted to, explodes in a massive gore as 2 new heads come out of it.
All right.
Creature isn't looking quite so bloodied. Now there's 2
okay.
fresh heads.
Okay. Now I know. Okay.
All right. I believe it's Eric's turn then. Eric,
Try again.
roll to hit. Still unable to get through its tough hide.
Mm-hmm.
Might I suggest trying a different plan than attacking it at disadvantage?
I'm too stupid to think of anything else.
Really?
In real life, yes.
Anything else?
Nope.
All right. Twidget. Flump running around in circles.
Yes, I would like to reach into my bag,
Uh-huh.
pull out a pouch of oil. So one of those ones that has 10 flasks in it. And I'd like to hold my action to shove it into one of their mouths when they try
Okay.
to bite me.
Sure. Anything else?
Nope.
All right. Galen, death save. Minister. 2 successes. Duodecius. This is the final roll. As you
Fast, but
succeed.
you're still inside the stomach of this thing, though, right? So how?
He's not dead.
He's not going to last a war of attrition.
He hasn't taken any damage while he's been in there.
All right. Well, it is these guys.
Well, D4, maybe he'll stabilize in an hour.
Let's see. There are currently 7 heads.
Actually, do you want that D4?
We'll forget about it. Just wait until after combat,
Alright.
assuming it's still relevant. Like if the monster detaches and just floats away. Anyway, these guys, 7 heads. Well, 3 of them are going to get distracted by this very annoying flump.
Excellent.
Actually, no.
Dies.
What is a flump?
That
Like
They get
13.
distracted
I don't
by
think
a
they have a lot of
flump.
HP. I think they have
Yeah.
like nothing AC and then.
Well, they
like
have 12
13
AC, so actually one of the heads miss, and then only 2 of them. Yep, that flump just got eaten.
That's fine. This is fine.
And then the other 4 heads are going for you, Twidget.
All right.
So I believe you'd
Well,
held
does
your action to
my
shove
ready
your...
action go off,
It would, yes.
and which attack would that go off on?
First one.
So would that still count as an attack that hit me,
Yes.
even though I'm shoving a giant bag in its mouth?
Compared to the size of the creature, the bag is not that big.
Okay.
But you've definitely shoved it, and it's, the inside of its mouth is covered in oil. Does a 24 actually hit you?
Yeah, even if I shield.
Okay.
The only one that shield would affect would be the 19. I have a 17 AC, so.
Are you going to shield the 19? So, Well, first let me narrate what happens. So that first attack comes in to bite you. You shove the bag in the way. And I'm going to say that'll reduce the damage a little bit because it does absorb some of it. So you take 6 points of piercing damage from that one. You also notice that as it's kind of whipping around, like flicking its tongue out, like as if to try to get rid of the thing, that head's kind of coated in oil at the moment.
That's what I was going for.
And then the 19 comes in.
Yeah, and then I'll shield. 1 second. I'm calculating my health. It's actually getting close to 0.
Because you'll need to roll a D100. The D100 then.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
54. You are immune to being intoxicated by alcohol for the next 5 D6 days. For the next 18 days, you cannot be intoxicated by alcohol. Then your shield goes off.
Okay.
And
So
then,
that would block the 19, the 13 would miss, and then the 26 would connect.
which is a good solid hit for 6 more piercing damage.
1 HP.
Okay. But I believe that's all those heads. Eric.
You can now make some money in port, challenging people to a drinking contest.
What would you like to do, Eric?
Thinking.
6 seconds.
There's not a lot I can do.
Try swimming to a location that you can see and stabbing it.
I don't think that exists.
Well, it's dark under the bottom of a boat. It's less dark not under the bottom of the boat. If you swam over there and tried stabbing it, you might succeed in hitting it because you won't be attacking at disadvantage.
If I was where it's not dark, I wouldn't be in melee, I'm pretty sure.
Its
It
body
has
is around
necks.
the side of the ship.
If I
Like its
attack the
body is
neck-
under the ship, and its necks are going up and around it.
Okay, whatever. I do that then. I move around to its neck or something.
Alright, you swim over towards one of its necks, putting you, where you can actually see it. Go ahead and roll to hit. You have succeeded in hitting it.
And thanks to your swashbuckler ability,
Oh right, yeah.
You do sneak attack damage.
Yeah. One second.
Very good. It is now bloodied. Anything else?
That's it.
Alright, Twidget.
all right. I would like to set my oil on fire.
Well, you'll have to hit him with a firebolt then. 48. A unicorn appears next to you.
Does it consider me friendly?
It doesn't appear to be hostile. It looks more
buddy.
confused.
Could use some help. I speak telepathically to its mind.
Make a persuasion check.
Does the fact that he's an actual child help?
Depends. What's your alignment? Is it
Okay,
good? It is good. Okay, yeah, you have advantage on this.
Okay. Good thing.
It kind of turns and do you speak Celestial?
I do.
It goes. Well, alrighty then.
And once it speaks Celestial, speak back into its mind in Celestial. Do you happen to know how to kill a Hydra? And then my firebolt goes off.
Yeah. The 19 will hit.
Oh no, that was the persuasion.
Oh, yeah, well, roll damage. Or roll to hit. That hits.
Yep, so targeting the one soaked in oil
Yep.
with oil down its throat.
Uh-huh. Roll damage.
10 fire damage.
This catches on fire. As you hear in your head in Celestial, well, if you can keep doing that, that'll work real well. Just bake it. Get some nice olive oil, a little bit of breading on it, and Hydra fries up real nice.
All right, thanks. And then kind of look down at all the bite holes in his been bleeding it out and everything like that. I also hurt a lot.
Anything else on your turn?
Nope, and aim.
Okay. The unicorn's going to take a legendary action at the end of your turn.
Oh yeah, I forgot they get those.
As a shimmering magical field surrounds you, adding 2 to your AC.
Oh god. That's crazy.
Unicorns are actually they're a CR5 creature.
I always forget how powerful they are. I genuinely always forget how powerful they are. Fuck, the thing has 3 times or twice as much HP as I do.
Let's see. Galen, death save. Mister. I believe that's 3 successes for you.
Yay!
All right. Duodecius is stable. Snaky boy. Actually, wait, no. The unicorn would have its own initiative, which would be that, so it goes after Duodecius. Well, the unicorn is going to look at you, twitching, and you're going to hear in your head in Celestial, well, hold on, as it just lowers its head and just charges the nearest Hydra head.
Nice. Oh, did the 10 oil flasks do extra damage? I forgot to ask that.
On the start of his turn, it takes damage. As it rips into the that head for 13 points of piercing damage on the charge, and then it rears up with its hoof. Dealing an additional 14 points of bludgeoning damage. This kills the head. Let's see. Then it is the Hydra's turn. At the start of its turn. Let's see. Its whole head and throat are covered.
Accidentally made a fire-breathing Hydra.
If it's begins spitting burning oil, yeah, we'll say it takes a D10. Then it's a little bit more than just a normal creature size being on fire. And okay, yeah. So that Hydra's starting to look pretty rough. as that head dies, actually at the start of its turn. Let's see here. Of the 5 heads, 2 of them are going to withdraw below the water.
Wait, it didn't get more heads from that?
It happens at the end of its turn.
And of the 3 remaining heads, 2 of them are going to go for the unicorn. One's coming for you, Twidget. So we'll do you first.
All right.
Nope.
Nope.
Against the unicorn.
Nope.
Nope. The other 2 heads, though, they're attacking Eric. Hey, Eric, you here? Swag?
I am now.
2 heads trying to attack you. Does a 19 hit?
19 hits, 10 doesn't.
All right, it bites you for 9 points of piercing damage.
Youch.
Okay. Then at the end of its turn, 2 heads erupt from each of the dead ones, exploding in viscera and gore. And also, because they're tearing out, remember how I said they were tearing out of the neck and stuff here? There's a couple of unconscious bodies on the deck now. Those were the heads that had Duodecius and Galen in them.
Excellent.
But there's currently... so there's 7 heads around the quarterdeck of the ship now.
Oh, fell back where we started.
All right, Eric. There are 2 heads down by you. Looks like they felt that one with the neck.
Mm-hmm.
What would you like to do?
Are they in melee?
Yes.
Oh no.
I just love the unicorn picture. I gotta stat block up now. He's just got the beard. All right, Eric, come on, do something, buddy.
What you doing, Eric?
You have 60 feet of swim speed. You're a
Yeah.
rogue, so you can disengage.
Oh yeah! Fuck! I forgot.
You should probably just play fighters. You don't have to remember anything.
Listen, this is my first time playing Rogue, okay? Yeah, I'll bonus action disengage and then I guess move up to its neck.
You don't have to move for that. Like the necks came down to you.
Right, but I don't want to be in melee with the head, but I want to be in melee with the neck, if that makes sense.
Okay, sure. You can disengage and move to not be in immediately melee with the mouth.
And then for my action, I'll attack its neck.
Roll to hit. That does not get through its armor.
Hmm.
Anything else?
Nope.
All right. Twidget.
All right, I made a right mess of this thing. I'm drinking a healing potion. Because I got no fucking health. That's not much more. All right, drinking a healing potion.
All right. Anything else?
Nope, that's it.
All right. Galen and
Don't
Duodecius
have a
are
lot of
stable,
bonus action.
but prone on the deck. It is the unicorn's turn. And it's going to look down, and it's going to see next to him is Duodecius. And it reaches down, and you notice Twidget as it lightly jabs Duodecius with his horn. Duodecius.
He just stepped away.
Ah. Okay.
I'm texting him. He told me to text him if anything changes.
Yeah, he got stabbed by a unicorn. And then it's going to stomp on, or try to stop the Hydra with its hooves. It missed. And then Hydra. Alright, Eric, you here? Swag?
Yep.
So those heads move up to you and try to bite you.
Mm-hmm.
26?
26 hits.
For 13 points piercing damage.
I am unconscious.
Unfortunate.
Yep.
Let's see. The other 7 heads. Well, this unicorn's being very annoying. So 3 of them are going to go for the unicorn. Ah, what the hell? 4 of them. Oh dear.
That's everything.
Oh dear.
No crits.
As the unicorn is bloodied by that.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Let's see. The other 3 heads are going for you, Twidget.
All right.
22.
Uh,
You still have.
actually, yeah. Reaction shield.
All right. Roll a D100. 36. Roll a D10. You get younger by 5 years.
Oh God. Okay, I am keeping my old age then. Oh, I'm 7, not fucking 5. I was 12. You always say 10 though, so I jokingly changed my age.
So. Yeah. Yeah, if odd, you get younger by that number of years.
Oh God. If I had gotten 9, there wouldn't be much we could do about that.
You'd be a 2-year-old. The porter would be the new Twidget. Anyway, your shield does go off, though. Looks like it blocks all of them.
Yep.
All right. At the end of the Hydra's turn, the unicorn will take a legendary action to heal itself. Oh, it's no longer
Nice.
bloodied. And Eric, death save, please. Swag. Swag.
Yep. I rolled it.
Oh, sorry, I didn't see it. All right. Twidget.
All right. Well, I cast magic. Oh boy.
3. For the next minute, you can see any invisible creature if you have a line of sight to it.
Well, I have 120 feet of dark vision. Do I
Mhm.
see anything else?
No.
Thank God. So, fireball. Or firebolt.
Okay, roll to hit.
Nope.
You missed. But I did forget to roll for the damage on that burning head.
Oh, right.
Okay. And then you missed. Anything else?
Nope.
All right. Gilbert, you here?
He just texted and said he should have taken a shower earlier.
Okay. That's good because the unicorn had stabbed you earlier. You have 9 hit points and are awake on the quarterdeck, and a level of exhaustion. Okay. Roll a d100 then. 55. Your hair falls out as you misty step. Anything else?
Younger, he got bald.
Yes.
So now Gramps works even better.
Okay. Unicorn. Well, the unicorn is going to prance over to where Galen is laying, and he's going to stab Galen. Mister, are you here?
Yeah, I'm here.
You heard the unicorn stabbing you?
I have no choice. I'm unconscious.
Indeed, as he stabs you and heals you for 6 points. So you are now awake with 6 hit points on the ground. As he then uses hooves to begin stomping on the Hydra.
Summon the unicorn.
He summoned a unicorn, and it's helping you.
Wild magic.
All right. That is it for the unicorn. Hydra, burn some more.
Yeah, I think I like the 44 better.
As, let's see, there's a gulp, and the 2 heads come back up to the quarterdeck, so there's now 9 heads around the quarterdeck. Let's see. This unicorn's really annoying. It's healing people now. So 5 of the heads are going to go and try to finish off that unicorn. All but 1 hit.
Fill up.
It is on the unicorn's on the verge of death, but it is still there after it healed itself before.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if he hadn't, he would be dead.
Mm-hmm. So that was 5. There's 2 more. Those 2 are going to go for you, Twidget.
Yep. Nope.
All right. At the end of the Hydra's turn, the unicorn is going to heal itself. It's looking a little bit less likely to be near death. Then Eric, death save. Not good. Twidget.
All right. Well, I'm going to be trying to be more annoying than the unicorn, so I continue to firebolt it and hope the wild magic surge is in my favor.
All right. Roll a d100. 72.
We had 72. First duplicate.
Indeed. So you are still resisting all damage.
Yep. But I recharge.
Yes. You've reset the duration. Roll to hit. That hits.
Still no crits for me today. 6 more fire.
Okay. Anything else?
Nope.
All right, Galen, you're prone on the ground with a level of exhaustion and 6 hit points. What do you do? Mister?
I guess I'll get up, I suppose, since I am awake, and try to get back into combat, I suppose.
Yeah, you stand up on the quarterdeck. There are 9 Hydra heads around you.
Fucking hell, dude.
But they're not looking too good.
They're all bloodied.
I'm going to hit one. I'm going to go hit one.
Okay. Well, roll to hit as you strike out head to head. A hit.
I just thought of something cheeky we could do. Just because of how 5e mechanics work.
4 points of thunder damage.
Okay. Yeah, that hurts. Anything else?
Well, that's it.
All right, Duodecius.
All right, what do I say?
Well, you misty stepped probably towards the middle of the ship, so when you look back towards the quarterdeck, you can see these 9 Hydra heads rearing up like snakes with baleful, glowing blue eyes looking down at a unicorn.
Josh's hideous laughter.
Okay.
If it's smart enough to wait for the spellcaster inside of a fog cloud, it should be able to pass. No, that does nothing. I'm gonna walk to safety somewhere. I don't care.
All right.
But you have another option. You can see what the surge provides.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about the surge. Roll a d100. 91. If
think
you
we rolled
die
there.
within the next minute, you immediately come back to life via reincarnate.
Okay.
Just cast get out of jail free.
Out of curiosity, does that restore me to full hit points?
Reincarnate, I believe, does. Let me double check.
It doesn't specify to my.
No more than 10 days. Causes soul. Manage fashions a new body. Recalls former life. Retains capacities. Yes, you would come back at full health.
Does it restore spell slots?
I
New
mean,
body.
it says it's a new body, so I'm gonna go with yes.
Okay.
Upcast everything, commit suicide.
Anything else on your turn?
Nope.
All right.
Nothing else I can do.
All right, the unicorn. It's going to charge across the deck and stab one of the heads. And then it's going to do hooves. All right, yeah, the Hydra's starting to look near death as that head dies. It is then the Hydra's turn. 8 heads around the quarterdeck. 4 of them going for the unicorn because it's really fucking annoying that it keeps charging around, healing and doing things. Oh boy.
I mean, I know it's
That is not what I meant to do. Hang on. That's only 40 points of damage. The unicorn goes pop. It is
like
no
it's
more.
Dispelled?
More like it was unsummoned.
Ah. Okay. I was gonna try healing it.
Afraid not. It was only a temporary summon.
Yep.
Let's see. So that was 4 of the 8 heads. 2 of them are coming for you, Twidget.
All right.
26.
19 AC. So yeah, I couldn't even shield to block that.
15 points of piercing damage.
I'm unconscious. Only have
Okay.
6.
The other 2 heads are going for Galen. Galen, mister, does a 19 hit you?
No, it does not.
Okay. That is it for those heads. Eric, death save. Oh, wait, I forgot. At the end of its turn, 2 more heads explode out of the one that died. There are now 10 heads around the quarterdeck. But that was the neck that Eric was in, and his unconscious body flops onto deck.
Can somebody see in the dark? Any one of us?
Well, that's a success, Eric.
I'm unconscious, but yes.
All right, Twidget, death save.
Noted.
All right, Galen.
I will. Fuck you. I don't have any spell slots. I suppose I will hit the heads.
All right, roll to hit. That hits.
Nine points of thunder damage.
It is looking to be on the verge of total death. All of the heads are not looking good.
I am done.
All right, Duo Decius.
Magic missile, second level.
Okay, roll a d100.
Fire.
93. You become large for the next minute.
Yes, what the wizard doesn't want to be a bigger target.
As the darts strike out, you guys hear an ungodly screech. As the light in the eyes of these heads goes out. And they slump, hitting the deck on the way down. As they then cast off, leaving only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 dead heads on the ship. Anything else to do, Odysseus?
No.
All right, Eric, death save. Two successes, 2 failures so far. Twidget.
Noted.
Galen. Galen. Mister.
Yeah.
It's your turn.
I'm gonna swing again, I guess.
At the dead heads, or because the monster died and fell into the water. But there are 2 unconscious party members.
I'll give Twidget a healing potion. I suppose. Since yeah.
Okay. Well, go ahead and roll it.
Eight points.
Noted.
All right, Twidget, you wake up on the ground with 8 hit points and a level of exhaustion. Anything else, Galen, on your turn?
Nah, that's all I can do.
All right. Duodecius.
I got nothing.
Okay. Eric, death save. Is that a 3rd success?
Yep.
All right, well, you are stable then. Go ahead and roll the d4 as you guys are out of initiative.
All right. Well, Twidget wants souvenirs, so he's gonna start getting the crew and stripping off the cloak from Eric. He's gonna dive down and try capturing the body with rope.
Okay, you're going to try diving down to catch it with rope.
After stealing Eric's cloak.
All right. So you spend an action putting that on, flip up the hood, jump into the water with some rope. Swim speed is 60 feet. Go ahead and make a... Call this a nature check, I guess. For being able to guess how it would sink.
I have 120 dark vision as well.
Okay. Well, that'll affect the DC. Yeah, you're swimming down there and you catch sight of it. You're easily able to catch up. It's not sinking at 60 feet a second. And how are you going to get it back up?
I'm just gonna start tying like one rope onto it to arrest it, then swimming back up to get more rope so more crew members can help us pull it up.
Okay, because it's a huge creature.
Mm-hmm.
It's the size of your boat.
The size of our boat.
Just about. Like, it weighs about the same as your boat.
Okay, well then I'll do that, but instead of, hauling it onto the deck, we'll pull it alongside like a whale.
Okay.
So yeah, I'll tie one rope on to start arresting it, and then going back and forth and getting more and more rope to tie onto each neck, onto each limb, onto anything that I can tie onto. Basically, I'm going to tie one rope to, swimming back and forth and back and forth.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Meanwhile, having the crew up top arresting the ropes to prevent it from sinking any further, and then eventually hauling it to the side of the ship so we can harvest.
Indeed. You do eventually drag it up, lashing it to the side of your boat. As the crew resumes their duties and they keep sailing through this wild fog. The night passes into morning, and by the early afternoon you have left the fog banks, just clear ocean blue all around you.
Probably a good...
Well, no. Let's see. There's still, I think...
Oh, long rest?
Yeah, you would have had a long rest.
Okay.
And we got a harvest.
Yeah, so you got 18 days from this, or 17 days at this point, to get to, before you'll reach your destination.
Well, one of the reasons I was saying is because Pete's character is one of the best for the harvest stuff. So.
Oh wait, was that nature?
Yeah, it's generally
survival
nature.
or nature, typically.
Yeah.
Right.
But yeah,
So.
as you guys keep sailing, I think that is a good place to leave it for tonight.